Doc Holliday has just put on
Yep.
his Black Panther apron, and I said now he needs a pair of sandals to go with that, because we ain't eating no cooked meat, no barbecued meat without a special set of sandals you got to be wearing to man that grill.
Open toe sandals.
So I got
No, the ones where it like kind of looks like a cage kind of thing, like your uncle like, boy, I'm gonna fry this up. Get some more kerosene on this.
What kind of sandals looks like a cage, man? Are you talking about
like
Crocs over here?
No, it's not Crocs.
Crocs feel like a cage. I don't understand why people say those things are comfortable. It's literally a hard piece of plastic.
I don't get it either. I don't understand. I look at it and I'm like, no, you're lying.
it's a noisy adventure in here.
You must be. Those people must be on like some kind of if they think those things are soft.
Some kind of snow.
So yeah, some kind of fashion.
Sorry, I'm verklempt up in here. I'm all disorganized this week.
Why are you wearing an apron, Doc?
So I got what are they called? The loot crates. I ordered one of those loot vault ones where you get like a whole bunch of the stuff from the old crate.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, you know what? This came with the Black Panther apron, so I'm gonna wear it.
So I'm gonna just wear it outside.
I'm just gonna wear this because I have absolutely no reason to wear this ever in my life.
You don't cook?
Well, I mean, yeah,
That's
but
so true.
do you wear an apron at home when
No
you cook
one
for
wears
real?
aprons. I don't wear
For real,
aprons
you
when I
do?
cook.
Sometimes.
I'm not even trying to make fun. I'm legit. I don't know anyone who.
Yeah, sometimes.
No, I will make fun.
No.
I'm kidding.
Me too. This is too nice.
Easy there, Usher Abs. Don't let me get at you.
I'll
come at you in a
I
second.
cook without shirts on, bro.
I bet you do.
That's not safe.
You do damn near everything. I hope.
Oh, that's true.
That's not safe.
I know. I used to make bacon in the morning without it, and I learned the hard way when
Not
when
safe,
it.
not safe.
At least I was wearing my underwear because Lord knows, Lord knows.
Too much.
That was a scary day. Yo, how is it too much information when homeboy over here comes shirtless every week?
No one
and
can see him.
I'm just talking
Only
about.
we
Exactly.
see him.
No.
I'm not even. I'm describing almost getting burnt, and I'm saying it's too much information.
But then you threw in. Thank God you had your underwear on.
because I'm happy
know how
I didn't
many
get
people-
burned
you
on
know
my
how many people
genitalia.
that-
Well, I'm also gonna just throw it over to Wendell. Be like, why are you thinking about his balls like that? Right away.
trying not to, but
why
you
is that
talk
the first
about
thing
it.
you go
People that
to?
work from home that probably like take conference calls with just a dress shirt on and their naked bottom.
Yeah, I know a lot of those people. Ladies, for all of us
Sure.
who want to see, for all of you who want to see who Toby is and what he looks like, just search Toby Ojo on Facebook, and you will see our shirtless wonder friend.
Oh my God!
Way to shout out his
put me on
government
blast.
name.
Wow,
they
that
can't.
is
They
cold.
can't. They
Bah.
can't. My Facebook page is private.
There you
Nice.
go.
But but your
Good.
profile picture is there.
Protect yourself.
Yeah, that's
Protect
true.
yourself from what?
Everybody.
Everybody.
The
boy.
thirst is
But my
real out
Instagram,
here.
on the other hand, is at that.
Yeah, that's true. I was gonna say,
Yeah,
you're
like-
out here still
I'm-
promoting.
I'm helping you.
I'm starting to get a little more active. A little more.
A little more.
Yeah, you
active.
posted up the other day.
Just stories.
Yeah, I didn't like
don't
it.
really have-
Oh, as in, wait,
it was just stories. You could like. Can you like someone's story?
No. You can watch it,
Okay.
and then if you have more than one story, you could show them how uninterested you are by just not watching the
I
rest
know,
of their story.
it's so rude.
I see people fall off. I'm like, oh yeah, well fuck you too.
Yeah, you know,
Right?
the numbers do fall off.
So
bad.
Like if you post too
Yeah.
many, I noticed
It falls
that.
off by the
Yeah,
tens.
right.
You'll get like, oh,
Yeah.
nah,
No
I don't
joke.
care. People.
I'm like, every time I see that, I'm just like, yo, how are you gonna not pay attention to the rest of the story? It's a story.
Yo, those-
There's a
The
continuation.
ones who actually don't watch it are the ones that are just watching your Instagram. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
they don't care about anything you do. They just want to keep tabs on you almost.
Yeah.
Shouts to those
Like,
lurkers
why
though.
am I-
Yeah.
why am I on your Instagram?
You get the
Why
same
am I on
people.
your Instagram? You know?
You get the same people for your
Take me off
Facebook
if you
story
don't
too,
wanna
though.
watch
Yeah.
Same people.
Yeah.
You don't talk to them for years, and they're all like looking at your stuff, and you're like, why are you even here?
Yeah.
With their looking
Yeah.
ass.
What are you looking at? What are you looking at? For what?
It's like for Cece. Cece's birthday passed recently. Happy birthday, Cece.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Cece.
birthday.
None of us was invited.
And what she did, I don't think she did anything.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she did.
Yeah, but that's
Damn.
Cece.
And I know
Don't
the
play-
boyfriend, so
CC.
it's like, where was the
CC,
invite, Joe?
don't play
You
your
just-
boys like that.
Yeah,
CC.
man.
No, man.
Yeah,
'cause
man.
Cece,
Akil, you okay, man? You just shooting at
but
everybody.
rewind.
I'm gonna shoot at you in a second.
Rewind.
I'm prepared.
Cece and all those guys and all them people hang out at like, at the clubs and all with bottles and whatnot. I'm not about that lifestyle anymore.
They also can't afford that shit.
That's why I'm not getting invited.
Akil.
Well, some of them are the
Cool it.
some of them are
What?
the
They
DJs,
can't.
so
Calling
they
out
definitely
people.
can't
Stop
afford it.
Listen now, little Trinity man. Now, I will call out whoever I want. I know
I don't
23
I
years
don't
can
even
afford
drink anymore, so those kind of events kind of just
Yeah, that's the
don't do it for
thing.
me.
that. Okay, so you're not invited to my birthday either, Toby.
Well, I mean, it doesn't mean I can't be there.
I know you will be there.
Yeah.
I'm playing with you. Sheesh.
When is this happening? When's this?
I don't know, sometime. Probably not gonna happen. Talk to my girl.
Wait, when's your birthday though?
If I gotta tell you, then we got a problem.
Told everybody his damn name, man.
Yeah, I know.
I
You
gotta
can't
tell
tell me
you.
your birthday, but you can shout my name out.
People who need to know when my birthday is. That's all.
If
Fine,
anything,
I know where to get.
I'll
that
give you
info.
a hint.
It's the day before Kanye West's.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say the hint is it's the day that Cloak and Dagger premiere.
Don't do that. Well, yeah, do that, but
Look,
Don't do that.
You
That's
Google
work.
Kanye's birthday, it's gonna
That's
give us
work.
the same information.
yeah, but people might not believe it, and they might not even search for it because it's something with Kanye.
Oh, truth. There is that anger.
Yeah.
In the black community.
Not really.
I know, right?
Not me, not this black community.
I know. Nah, that guy's still crazy. All right.
Whatever.
So sorry, I was gonna pull up the doc, but we already know what we're talking about this week.
Yup.
But before we do that, who wants to announce
I
it?
see.
Who wants?
June's.
Oh yeah.
June 7th, 1985. Come at me. Yes, that's my birthday. Gemini till I
Hey
die.
Google, Cloak and Dagger premiere.
Oh no, my phone.
Goof.
Okay, so who
Damn goof.
wants to announce it? Who wants to announce the big news about what happened?
We got voted. Oh, man.
So for those of you who are Montrealers and you know of Cult MTL,
First of all, thank you for voting, whoever voted
Yeah,
for
I
us.
didn't even know voting was open.
I know.
They
voting
usually
season
announce
was
that
open.
Cult's been lacking. But
no, they did it big this year.
They did?
Yeah.
So then where's Darcy at?
Oh yeah. Well, does Darcy still write for them?
I don't know. Shouts to Darcy.
Yeah, shout out to Darcy. I don't know if Darcy's still writing for them. I haven't spoken to Darcy in a minute. To
Same
be
here.
honest.
I think he's a teacher now.
Yes, I do agree. I do believe that is the course of that is the life he's leading right now
Teaching our kids. But yeah, we got voted 9th best podcast
in the city.
in the city.
Yep.
In the city.
Out of all the podcasts
dope.
in Montreal, we got number 9.
We're number 9. We're number 9.
I mean,
Now all I need is that verified symbol on Instagram and Facebook and all of this.
Yo,
And we're fine with it.
the worst is when you have
Exactly.
like 10 friends that are verified and you actually know them. It's not like celebrities. It's people you straight know and they're verified. And you're
Yeah.
like, but wait, like, what do I got
Why are
to...
you verified?
I mean, like, who are you?
What did you do?
Okay, mister, I was on TV, but whatever. I can do that.
But yeah, guys.
I was on TV. I was on
That's
Popular
so
Mechanics
dope.
for Kids.
So
The craziest thing about being nominated for something like this, where number 9, I'll take number 12.
right?
It's just the fact that it shows that people are actually listening and
Yeah.
someone is noticing.
Yeah, but we know what our
And we
effort
just-
now
we
gets
just-
us.
Yeah, but
What's that?
he's saying he knows what like this at level of effort gets you.
Which is 9.
Oh, right.
So we turn up
so
like-
now imagine, this only kind of fuels the fire a little bit more, knowing
Yeah.
that, man, if we did a little bit more to push ourselves out there,
Exactly.
number one is not an impossibility, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so for some of the podcasts that I saw on the list, because I didn't see the whole list, so I mean,
I'm actually going to look up that list.
I'm looking at the whole list right now.
I mean,
So
as
wait,
soon
how
as
how did you find out then?
well, I looked at the list and then I just saw like I was looking through all the media stuff because all the media stuff was being listed.
Yeah.
And then I got to podcasts and I looked. I didn't read the names.
So no one even told you. You were just like, oh, let me just go and see this.
No one told me. No one told me.
Just
No.
move this up.
No, it's just because you were for some reason sounding mad far, and I don't know why, but your
Oh.
gain is up and everything.
Oh, okay.
So,
Ooh.
oh, there we go.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, see, that's what I was looking
So
for.
that's what it's supposed to sound like.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Because I was messing up mine too. It was the gain. My bad, guys.
So no one told you. You
no
just
one. So I was because CJLO got number 2.
okay. Cool.
So second best radio station in Montreal got
Okay.
listed as number 2.
Nice.
And then I was just like, oh, okay, that's dope.
Technically, we're half of that, too.
Yeah.
Tail end.
I mean, yeah, exactly, because it's last year, and yeah, so I was real proud of that. And then on the next list, it lists the different shows.
Mm-hmm.
So a few of CJLO's shows got listed as best shows in the city, and then best host. 2 of the hosts from CJLO got best host
Nice.
out of 10, and I was just like, oh, this is dope. So then I was just scrolling. And I wasn't paying attention to the rest of the categories, and I saw the word Geektastic, and I'm
it's
like,
only us.
and I was like, Geektastic?
Who stole our shit?
So yeah, for a split second,
Who do I have to beat up?
This is definitely a typo.
guys?
This is a double.
This is exactly what I thought, because initially I was just like, because I know that usually they reach out to you, but I guess they reach out to like the top 5. I don't think they reach out to the bottom 5. So I Googled Geektastic the way we spelt it.
Can I just
to
do
see
one
if there
more?
was anyone else?
Can I do one more? You're looking at it, you're scrolling, and then you see it, and you're like, I need a better prescription. This is messed up.
Oh, because they just wrote Geektastic. Niggas didn't write Cypher.
Yeah, they didn't write Geektastic Cypher. So that's it. When I saw Geektastic that way, I was just like, I wasn't sure if it was us.
So they voted half-assed, but they voted.
Well,
That's
Thank
great.
you, everybody.
I'm not mad.
I'm not mad. I just think it's great that we still got listed as half our name.
I'm not mad.
So imagine the amount of people that want to actually write Geektastic Cypher.
Yeah.
That could
Because
be a whole different category.
I reached out to 2 people that I know who work there, and one of my buddies confirmed. He's just like, well, they do double check everything.
Ooh.
And I was just like, because this, are you sure about the spelling? He's just like, I'm not the one who did the tabulations this year for that specific group, but they do double check everything, and they do the research to find out, like, is there a podcast in Montreal called Geektastic? So whoever did it would have seen Geektastic Cypher, but still wrote Geektastic, which, whatever, that's fine. I mean, if you, like, Geektastic is the name.
Still counts.
Yeah, it still counts. and I then Googled online for Geektastic to see if anyone else uses the name.
Yeah.
No one else is listed. Only our show pops up. I saw that Geektastic with a C podcast exists, but those guys are out in LA, and they stopped doing their podcast 4 years ago.
Yeah.
As soon as when we started ours.
Yeah.
So who'd you kill? Like,
Hilarious.
That's true. That's true.
Slide it
One
right
dies,
into the
another one is born.
Slide it right into the ribs.
So, yeah.
I'm
Goddamn.
happy about it. That's cool.
Yeah, so for you guys listening, and for you guys on the live stream, and for you guys who listen to the podcast on Friday, and who check out the so first of all, I want to say this, and I'm going to say the number out because I'm not ashamed of it, but we are, like, there are at a minimum 50 people who download the podcast every episode.
Okay.
Shouts to y'all.
Thank you.
So shout outs to those 50 people that I know for a fact, because I see the stats, and, like, that's what we're averaging for those ones. And then I'm seeing the other podcasts get, like, you know, some of the episodes will get more. Well, actually, no, they almost all do more than that. But, yeah, that was pretty crazy. Because when I saw the other day that we reached, like, 750 downloads in the last, like, 2.5 months,
Right.
I was just, like, looking at the math, and I was like, oh, that's pretty decent. Especially for, like I said, and, like, Tobi, what'd you say, man? Because did you just say something?
Oh, I muted myself. Why did I keep doing
Oh, okay. Because I see your mouth moving. I'm like, wait, I can't hear Tobi.
that? I'm like talking to myself the whole time. I forget what you said now, but I was going to add on to that. Do you remember what you said?
Well, I was just saying that at those 50 people, shout outs to them for downloading every episode and tuning in.
Yeah, I'm saying 750 in 2 months. That's
2.5 months.
incredible for 2.5 months. That's still pretty good for what we put out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the other thing. So I mean, when we do the show and we're like, oh, you know, we're just doing this for fun, we're not really overthinking it. It's kind of awesome to get that sense of pride in seeing how well we are being recognized.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that to me feels like an amazing, like, the feedback's great.
Because usually, like the amount of people that we have, like, actually on the Facebook chat and everything, just sharing stuff, like, you would think that it would have come up and someone would be like, oh, you're on this, and then it's like, oh, okay, cool. But the fact that we just find out about it after the votes have been tallied, we could have, like, promoted it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm hoping.
I like it better this way.
Yeah, I'm.
It means we got real people.
Yeah,
I don't like.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, at my age, to be like, hey guys, go vote for me, yeah. Like,
I mean, I'm still gonna tell people to vote next year.
Yeah.
Like, you know what it feels like? It feels like you woke up the next day and they're like, yo, you won an Oscar, man. Why didn't you show up? And it's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Nah. And it's like, yeah, you were nominated. Yeah, but I wasn't gonna win. You saw the other people that were way better than me. And it's like,
I mean,
no, man, you won.
One of the things for me is more like, I know there are more than 10. Like, you know how that girl at the Olympics got into the Olympics because there weren't enough, like the one who did the half pipe, and she got in repping that country because there weren't enough people to reach the bare minimum, so she got in almost by default.
Right.
So when I see us in the top 10, and I'm thinking, well, there's definitely more than 10 podcasts in Montreal.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
Montreal's got,
I know of like 9.
Exactly.
And they're not there.
Exactly. So that's how I
lasers.
feel good knowing that people are out there appreciating what we do. So once again, thank you to everybody who's been tuning in, and my
Greatly
respect.
appreciated.
Shout out to Lee J, who's like one of the most devoted
All day.
fans.
He's our honorary 5th member, 6th
Yeah.
member, 8th member. We got
we got a few,
we got like a whole Sailor Scout worth of people on this team.
We are many.
Serious.
4 of them are like miscellaneously not here.
We are legion.
Yeah, but yeah, it's dope. It's a good feeling.
That's how you know you got a good hardcore fan base when you don't even know a vote's happening and you win something.
Yeah.
So solid, man. Thanks to whoever that is. If you're listening right now, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Definitely.
And everybody watching live, share the video.
Yeah.
Why not?
Share.
Yeah, if you guys are watching us right now, share the video. Tell your friends. I mean, the last video of the DTD and opening intro got like almost 1,000 views.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay.
Because it was a Kanye.
Yeah. I mean, we don't want to talk about him again, but I mean,
No. He's done.
Yeah. But yeah. So,
I was slightly defending him. Someone pointed out I possibly was defending his actions last episode. I was like, no. I was trying to say he may have had a reason for what he was saying, but what he's saying wasn't right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I had a similar conversation. A lot of people are out there saying that they feel a lot of black people are making excuses for him, and I'm like, I'm not trying to make excuses.
Wait, okay.
No.
A lot of black people are making excuses.
Don't get trapped.
We want to talk about
Let's
talk about this DTD before I come down on some people.
Okay,
Like,
so
bad.
going into the DTD, for all of you guys tuned into the show,
Making excuses.
we do it on a weekly basis. This one is Battle of the Manned Super Robots. Toby, that's what it was.
Battle of the Manned Super Robots.
Yeah.
Piloted.
The man robot.
Or piloted super robots.
Pilots. With
Yeah.
pilots, I guess. I don't know.
Pilot.
Mechas.
I mean,
Mechas.
piloted. Yeah, it's true.
No,
I
that
kind
was
of want to
both.
say the
Don't worry
person
about it.
who's piloting it is inside, because it could also be a remote pilot, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. But
That's fair.
in this situation, the super robot is being controlled by a human being who is actually inside physically
Yeah.
of the machine.
Yeah, so I
and
feel
we
manned
have-
pilot, wool-manned, not
Yeah.
to offend the ladies out there.
person piloted.
Person piloted.
Oh my
person
God.
piloted.
Sentient creature piloted if they're aliens.
And our three super robots going up against each other. We have a Megazord, and pick any Megazord of your liking in the Power
Sure.
Rangers lore.
I picked the
Sure,
original.
what
Y'all
you
about
want.
to get killed.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's some of them that are like
I mean-
insanely superpowered,
Yeah,
right?
man, come
Okay.
on.
true.
I don't
But
know
there's like
any
the
of them.
Ninja
Is it-
Zord, so they're not really Megazords, just Zords. Period.
So just like base model, I guess, of any
Well,
of
he's saying pick whoever
So,
you
like,
want.
if
so-
I'm
Pick whoever you want. Pick whichever version you want.
Since
I'm
I only know one or maybe two, I'm kind of screwed on that end, but that's fine.
versus Voltron.
Yeah. Voltron.
Needs no explanation.
Yeah, exactly.
Versus the 00 Razor
Yeah.
in Gundam 00 Razor.
Yeah.
I'm
like
not really
Gun-
familiar
Gundam
with
00.
Did I?
That's it.
Yeah. Gundam
Yeah,
00.
it
Yeah,
could be.
it's not- okay,
I
see,
think
there
it
you
could
go.
be
So I'm not
pronounced
very well
riser, probably.
Riser?
Riser, I think.
I have no
Oh,
clue.
sure.
That's what I'm thinking.
So
I
this
can't-
one
it's been
wasn't
a
my
while.
choice. I was actually gonna put a Jaeger from Pacific Rim back into this, but last week, one
Yeah,
of
'cause we
your,
just did, yeah.
I squandered it.
yeah. I was trying to redeem the Jaeger in this scenario.
Could have picked heavy arms.
Nah,
Pick heavy arms.
squander it.
Or Wing Zero.
Oh, you
Squander
Yeah.
it.
Anyway, come on.
squander it.
I went for someone that was unique so that we weren't going to be arguing the same way. Because you know how people have the Superman versus Goku?
Yes.
Isn't that kind of
Yeah.
boring to do Superman versus Goku? So I went for someone that not everyone talks about. That's why. Damn.
I get it.
So you get to go first.
I get to go first. Okay, so I'm going to go first.
Actually, and then Topes.
No.
I actually wanted JawzD to go first because he would have a better explanation behind the Gundam.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
why not?
So the Gundam 00 Riser
Yeah.
is from the show Gundam 00. And it's from this weird alternate universe where in the future they kind of like take all the futurist stuff that we kind of have now and they kind of push it to the umpteenth. So basically they have space elevators.
Yeah.
Everything is basically solar powered. So that kind of crumbles the OPEC in a way. So no one's dependent on oil anymore.
So sad.
And then what happens is
Such bull.
all the continents.
The oil companies are losing money.
No, not the companies. Like the
countries?
countries.
Yeah.
They're just dirt poor now because of this big shift.
That's a whole other conversation about the
And-
social political situation where you pivot people. Pivot. Anyways,
and so what happens is the every single continent kind of groups together. So like you have all the Americas.
Yeah.
I think Africa and the EU is together,
that's fair, yeah.
and then all of Asia is together, kind of thing.
And Russia?
Yeah, Russia's with Asia, basically. Bunched in with true. And if I remember right, so like it's this future and
did we destroy Australia? Oceania?
I can't remember who Oceania is.
I just want to burn them down.
They don't exist.
Not actually, but in a future situation, they're just too far.
No, they exist, but I just can't remember who if they're lumped in with. Can't remember.
They're never on camera, but they exist.
Yeah, they're over there.
So
maybe that's the one haven. They're the only ones who don't have to be involved.
So each of these super nations have their own space elevator that goes up to these
like
stations and stuff like that, and people go between them and stuff like that. And there's this power struggle going on between all three, and all of a sudden these Gundams come and they have this thing called the twin. What was it called again? The twin drive system.
Yeah.
And it's put together by this guy that's dead now. He was like one of the people that headed up all the space. He headed up all these space elevators.
Showing people on the Facebook Live my apron. And JawzD is distracted.
All right, so I'm just gonna wrap it up. Basically, scientist is like, "Yo, I got all this mad crazy technology. Everyone on the Earth has to like team up together and like stop all these wars, and I will share it. And if you don't, my team of Gundams will take you out and make sure everyone doesn't have any weapons anymore, and then I will share everything." And it's just that's the first season of the show.
That's what the Justice Lord should have done.
Oh my god! So that's the first season of the show, and it's actually I thought it was pretty good. Second season.
Hold on.
Explain the robot.
So I appreciate your love for the characters.
Thank you.
But this is a DTD.
My bad. Thanks for reining me in. So this particular one, Riser, is a close combat. It uses two energy beams.
Yeah.
And it's fast, and it can fly around and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, that's basically all you really need to know. It's got like an energy system that's like it could run for a pretty long time.
It's a pretty dope mech.
Yep.
So when I actually looked at the link you sent me earlier, Doc, about the characters' like abilities and what it actually is.
Just to give you a rundown.
It's kind of like grounded in reality more than the other two.
Yeah.
In terms of like mechanics and physics and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty dang cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, that's so. Did you want to go first, or did you want to explain? I can go first.
Explaining. Well, I'll just go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, Drain 00 Riser, because I like Gundam. Yeah. That's my thing. Mecha. Team up with the Megazord and defeat Voltron, because I didn't really grow up on Voltron.
Monster.
Voltron I know about through hip hop. I know about through my older cousins. I know about everyone saying how awesome it is, and me trying to get into it. It was a bit tough, and then you had the really bad CGI show from the 90s.
I love that show.
They just look weird
when you have. I loved it.
And
that wasn't bad CGI.
Because I'm personally comparing it to like Reboot and Toy Story and stuff like other stuff, and then it got better and better. And these guys couldn't do hands. These guys couldn't.
The hands were always like
they couldn't. They really couldn't do hands.
Hey Keith,
they really
fly my ship.
Really couldn't do hands.
It was dope.
I like that. That's your standard for 3 CGI. They could do faces. They could do shoulders, bodies. But them hands
is super obvious.
Come get these hands.
Hey, yeah, man. So I'm telling you right now, it's not a hip hop.
He's exactly right.
It's not a hip hop.
I'm not hating. I think it's funny though.
If they were doing music videos, then fine, but they're not. They're telling a sequential story here about
about Lotor.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Megazord. I'm gonna pick the Megazord from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That's the iconic one.
Yeah,
all of us in North America.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get all obscure and not because everyone should be looking at me like, what are you talking about, Wendell? Jeez.
We appreciate that you kept it grounded in a universe we would understand.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that's my team. I'm sorry, Voltron. You do not combine.
Well, you were okay until you said that last part.
And I did own a pair of those Voltron Reeboks. But not the really good expensive ones, just the meh ones. So
I'm gonna turn my mic down and let's blast you right now. What kind of
I don't like Voltron. You can come reach me at JawzD.
The new show, the new Voltron
it's
show,
dope.
Legendary Defenders.
Yeah, I know it's
I have
well
to
done.
finish season 2, but I
The
understand.
sad part about it is how short every season is.
Yeah,
And
but
the toys are good too. The toys are good too.
it was funny how quick they did season 5 though, right? Where they're just like,
Quick.
la 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 la. Oh, here's another season. We're like, what the hell?
Well, if it's done in 3D, like if it's CGI, then they already have all the assets and stuff. You just have to move.
I was just
around.
wondering if they had already done the season and for some reason just split it, because that's almost how it felt. Because it came out so quick, and I was just like, was it just that they didn't have the voice actors long enough to do their lines, and then just got them in the studio and bong bong released season 5?
Yeah, there was barely like 6 months between seasons.
Yeah, it was weird.
Right?
It was really weird.
That's really good though.
Oh no! Once again,
That's
not
amazing.
complaining. Once again,
Not
pointing out
complaining at all.
Voltron
Surprise.
brings their shit to the table.
Can't say that much about Castlevania.
Yeah.
Anyways.
don't
Yo,
really
so
watch
I'm gonna be draining Voltron because there is that you know how like Captain Planet and all these shows talk about heart. Voltron didn't need the heart character because the whole team got heart. They out here trying to save the universe, and they do it as a team. They do it as a unit, and even if a part of the unit has to bounce, they can still balance and blend as a team to maintain what they needed to maintain. So mad respect to the Voltron team, teaching kids about unity and working together. This one out here killing them
because your lion will not sync up to you unless it actually feels a connection to you.
That's right.
Exactly.
Can't do that with.
Whereas your little Gundam, any old Joe Schmo jackass can jump on in the damn suit, start pressing buttons if they know what they're doing. Just pointing out.
But no one knows what they're doing, and that's only further on in the series that
Just
everyone knows
saying.
what they're doing.
Voltron, there has to be a link. You're
That's a
right.
lot.
The
Sounds like a lot of
lion,
work.
the lion chooses you, and then you can do whatever you want from there on out.
You could
sounds like
call
a
it a
lot of
lot.
work.
It is a lot of work. It's the work that's worth it to save the universe.
But we
Thank
all know
you for
everyone's
pointing that out.
selfish.
No, see, that's the point of Voltron. There's no selfishness. They, through being who they are as a team, make the universe better.
Akil's laughing his butt off.
You gotta watch the show. You're throwing out things that are answered like easily. If you just watch the show, you'd understand.
I'm
Got
teaming
burned
up
too hard.
I'm teaming up with Megazord because that's my boy. I feel like Voltron and Megazord, when we're all split apart, we all just running around acting the fool
It's true.
with our lions and our random dinosaur pets that we got.
Yeah.
One thing I'll give the
That's
Megazord.
so true.
One thing I'll give the Megazord is that it's always seems like it's trouble. It's always like, oh, I can't really do it. Oh no, wait,
Yeah.
boom, I got it.
It's a little clunky junky.
At least
but
they
you know
try.
what?
At least they try.
Teenagers
It's
are
not.
piloted.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
don't know
It's
the
only
overpowered.
because it's a one-trick pony in terms of like a finisher.
Yeah.
So they always have to make it look like it's struggling, and it comes with that one sword swipe.
Yeah, and then it's
At the
just
end,
done.
you know?
Yeah.
But one of the
But
things
I mean, Voltron has that too. But Voltron has an array
yeah,
of
but
weapons.
yeah, Voltron has different weapons and the shield, and then they're always figuring out new things. And
Remember,
what
there's a
Yeah,
30-year
like
gap
they're
between the two
linked.
shows.
When the driver's link with the lion gets even deeper,
yeah,
they
learn,
start creating these other weaponry.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's just never ends almost. Whatever your imagination, your connection can bring to life, your lion brings it to life.
Super.
And one of the things is the reason I'm happy that it's going to be Voltron Megazord, the Sabretooth from Megazord done found fam.
Yeah.
You know? You got fam.
Yeah.
You turn and you're like,
Yeah.
yo, what up, Voltron crew? I feel like I'm at home. That's a connection right there.
That's a lion. Those are lions versus tigers. So.
But still, they're still cool. They're still what? How do you...
ancient saber-toothed tiger, modern day female lions, because none of them have manes. So
Truth. They okay though.
And to be
Okay.
honest, the female lions do most of the hunting anyway.
Yeah,
They
so-
do most of the
so
work.
So
That is
for
right.
all we know,
Yo,
the Sabretooth's going
actually-
to come and be the alpha and just sit around. Either way, it's a good situation.
You know how the Power Rangers lions, like they're sorry, not their lions, but they're whatever. The Zords run to them.
Mhm.
Are there Zords as alive as the Voltron lions?
Only in Galaxy. Only in Power Rangers
Only in
Galaxy.
Galaxy.
They were robots the entire time. In Galaxy, they were actually like giant, like monsters, sentient,
Yeah.
and then they would literally use these keys to turn them into like metal things.
Oh,
But they
damn.
were still alive.
Okay.
Like they
Okay.
would transform as the Rangers would transform.
Oh,
They would
cool.
still be alive. Yeah.
Oh, what? How did I miss that one?
Because
pretty
Power
good.
Rangers Galaxy, Lost Galaxy came out after Power Rangers in Space, and in Space was
Yeah.
like the end of the
Okay,
Zordon trilogy.
I stopped
Yeah.
watching it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I stopped watching after
Yeah,
the first
exactly.
one.
Yeah, because y'all don't have no love.
I know. But except for Voltron.
Yeah.
So that's mine. Voltron teaming up with Megazord. We done got rid of this Razor boy.
Razor.
Razor.
Well,
00 gone.
So my selection is probably going to be about the same. What's funny is growing up, I grew up on Voltron, but Power Rangers took over.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then this new show, like 15 years later, or I don't know how many years it's been now since I watched a Voltron. What, 30 years?
Yeah.
This new show just brought it all back. I'm like, wow, like this is Like I just love what they're doing with it. The storytelling is so good. Power Rangers. I mean, I think we all kind of grew up on that.
Yeah,
the new movie kind of sucked.
Oh, it was horrible.
The movie sucked balls.
You didn't like you liked the new Power Rangers movie?
I liked everything about the fight, but the fighting at the end.
Oh, okay.
Wait, you liked everything but the fighting at the end?
Yeah.
You thought the story was well thought out?
Loved it. I don't write
That's
for
fair.
film. I can't be that.
That's
I don't
fair.
think the story's right. Show me your film degree.
I can show you my communications degree with
Show
film.
me your film degree.
Well,
my 1 year of
the-
film studies,
Okay,
my
there
6
you go.
credits. Yes, I will show you.
And that's where you get your valid argument.
I can appreciate the attempt and the effort. Like I
Yeah.
enjoyed my experience.
Yo, that
but
intro.
If I had to go watch it again, which I did, I didn't enjoy. I could see all the flaws for what it is. I think I was just like hyped up as a fan.
Nostalgia.
Well, yeah,
going
we
in,
were
like,
all very excited.
That shit was great.
Right.
The intro, and then you find out how Kimberly's a waste bitch. What? What? She's like, what? Yo, so
You
good.
find out Kimberly's way.
It's just a waste. Like, she's like, listen, Jason, I
yeah.
basically exposed my friend. I don't deserve anything.
Yeah,
I don't know why I'm a
yeah.
Power Ranger. He's like, that's true. You're an ass.
Was it?
There,
was it
there.
actually a bomb, a box office bomb, or?
I think it did.
I haven't heard
Yeah,
anything
unfortunately, it
about
didn't do
Probably.
well. It didn't do well.
Haimsaban still has money to make another one, so make another one.
No, he sold it off
Sold
to,
it. Sold it to
Hasbro.
Hasbro.
He sold the toy rights, not all of Power Rangers.
Sold all of Power
Not
Rangers.
all of it.
522 million, right?
I think so, yeah.
Did what?
He sold the whole thing to Hasbro. $522
We talked
million
about this last episode.
No.
More-
We talked about the toys. I didn't know anything about him selling the entire
Oh.
rights to Hasbro.
The
Yes.
toys, I think the toys
Oh,
were
That's
first.
why I said give the movie to Michael Bay. Remember?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, he gonna ruin that shit.
Yeah. Damn, dude, look at his skin. He's like
He
legit
looks
shook right now.
devastated.
Sorry, homie.
Pat him on the back, dude. Pat him on the back. He
So,
looks like he's going
Toby,
for something.
you were going on. You were what?
Yeah, so I'm draining Voltron, teaming up with the Zord, and killing Gundam Riser because I don't really know much about it. It's cool. It looks cool as far as like a Zord, a giant super robot is concerned. But it says it breaks down often. Like
Which one?
Is it Megazord?
Because it's the Gundam.
the Gundam. Yeah.
Yeah, when
It says it's like finicky.
when people make their own, I think like there's like a fake version of it, and then it starts breaking. Like they break down. If I remember right, how
Well,
the show
that's
goes.
once again, like you were saying before, it's legit. Like the mechanics of it is more based in reality. You know, like the lions
Yeah.
from Voltron, they're not breaking down. Like they're like sentient, random space
Magic.
lions, magic lions, and Megazords.
Magic.
Same thing.
More magic.
So that's one thing I'll give to Razor. You are made by some dude in a garage who figured out how to make.
No, it wasn't a garage.
No, but I'm just saying.
Okay, sorry. Excuse me.
No.
This one has to be so serious about it. I'm just saying.
You guys are kicking my butt about Voltron, and I'm too serious.
I'm just saying.
about magical dragons that can make their own weapons when they're linked in unity is so much better with their lion. I'm being serious.
Yo, I was trying to toss some shine your way, but if you
Nah,
want to
deflect.
like that.
Deflect.
Apparently, he's
I
getting
like,
paid by
I like
Gundam.
this Jaws that's coming out right now.
Oh, that was one thing I did like about Voltron. They had really good Sprite commercials. I'll give them that.
Hey man, Sprite's the soda
Yeah,
of the black
it
community.
says right here.
No, but you don't remember. You don't remember those Sprite commercials?
Yeah.
Yeah, those were dope. Those are actually pretty cool.
I'm not hating. Like
Oh,
I
okay,
said,
my bad, my
they're,
bad.
they're the soda of the black
So
community.
from what I'm getting right now, Jaws just like Voltron. You just like Voltron merchandise. You don't actually like
Yeah,
Voltron itself.
exactly.
You have the shoes. You're talking about the commercial.
The toys, yeah,
the toys.
toys down with that.
Not
but
the show.
He likes the merch. He's
Yeah.
all about merch.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Oh, look,
Ain't
it
nothing
says
wrong
right
with
here.
that.
It
I kind of
says
cut
right
off.
here. Despite its power, Gundam is a highly experimental unit that suffers from power and stability issues, and requires constant maintenance and fine tuning. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, yeah, man. That's why you got to make your fights quick and done. One in a back, and then you move and you get out.
Yeah,
of
and
there.
they have like limited missiles and stuff like that. It's too
'Cause
real.
it's real.
I
It's
kinda-
too real.
If I'm gonna have a super robot,
The
if I'm
drama's
gonna have
too
a
real.
super robot, I want all them ammo. You know?
Shit, Johnny forgot to replace the missiles.
Exactly.
Mid-battle.
They literally have 2 missiles and like some I don't know, no thanks.
Streamers.
There's like some guy on the ground with a bin full of missiles running towards the Gundam, trying to figure out how to get it in.
like
while
in
the fight's
Matrix,
going.
like
Yeah,
in the Matrix.
yeah.
Skinny,
exactly.
your turn.
Yeah, man.
Did you go yet?
I haven't gone yet. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm getting Razor out the hell out of here. Just because
All this emotion.
Just because I prefer Wing Zero much better, and
okay.
and Heavy Arms and Death Sight and every other Gundam from
But,
Gundam Wing.
but what's funnier? What's even funnier is that the whole point of 00 is that they're trying to recapture that wing thing because they hadn't done that in a whole while. And then they're like, all right, we're gonna have 5 dudes, or it was 4, and they have their own specialty. Da 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 da. Like basically doing the same thing as Wing.
I'm with it.
So that was their like 2000 version of the Wing,
I'm with
Gundam
it.
Wing.
You understand loyalty?
Yeah, yeah,
I have to kill him. I'm sorry.
Okay, fine.
I don't want to kill him. I'm teaming up with Voltron and I'm teaming up with like Third Dimension Voltron because Third Dimension Voltron, what
That's
people
hard.
fail to remember about that show is they had the stealth Voltron in that show.
What's
So they had
Voltron Force is what it was called.
Yeah, it was Voltron Force. The Voltron Force, whatever. So they had the regular Voltron, and then they had stealth Voltron.
Was that series the continuation of original
Yes.
Voltron? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Just
In
making
this
sure.
one, it was that King Lotor had been gone, and then his son was now the big baddie, who was played by Curry.
Tim Curry.
Thank you. Tim Curry did the voice, and
No,
Nice.
you're right. I was confusing. No, you're right. This one's called Voltron: The Third Dimension, and then there's Voltron Force.
yeah.
Yeah. I never watched the Third Dimension. That's cool.
Third Dimension was weird. It was a different take. I continue completely because also Sven, the guy from the original Voltron, who wore the black suit, who died, right? And that's why not Keith, who's ever in red, he ended up being in black, and then Lance moved to red, and then that's why the princess was piloting blue. She ended
Shuffle.
They did a big shuffle. They even kind of had an ode to that in the newer Voltron cartoon.
Exactly.
So in Third Dimension, we had Princess Aurora piloting blue, even though she was in like a pink. No, in the cartoon she was piloting blue, even though she was in a pink suit.
Yeah.
So in this one, she finally got her blue suit because I'm just like, why is this girl in pink when she's riding blue? Makes no sense.
Yeah.
So everyone got matched up. They were supposed to. Thank goodness, Third Dimension, right? And I'm draining the Ultra Dragon Mega Zord. So for
That's
those,
second season, right?
that's first season still because Tommy is still a Green Ranger. So this is not Dragon Zord. This is not Dragon Zord battle mode. This is Megazord with Titanus and with Dragon Zord on their shoulders.
All right, no, I'm thinking of Thunder Megazord. Excuse me.
That's the shit that literally, when it's time to end you, they'd just be like, all right, Ultra Dragon, and then missiles. just missiles.
You're just on a platform.
They're on a platform driving like this turtle-like dinosaur that's just shooting guns and missiles, and I'm sure they took out half of Angel Grove while doing that.
I like the second one from that when
it's like 2 Zords in one.
It's like 3.
No, that one is 3 because you have Titanus, you have Dragon draped over on the top, and then you have the Megazord in the middle.
So you have the Megazord in the middle.
Oh, and then you have Falcon
here.
Tiger.
Yeah, the Falcon Tiger's
Good
second season when they
God.
turn into ninjas. So you have guns here. You have guns from the Dragon Zord's foot. The Z somehow lets something off.
Yeah.
Titanus has 2 cannons here. A big cannon coming from his mouth. Another cannon coming from his chest. It's like, you're not living.
Yeah.
This is coming for you. You're not. You and like 7 buildings behind you is gone. So
Because I remember like they had the second form with the Dragon Zord where it draped over its shoulders and it would do the Z thing.
Yeah.
And like I was like, wow, that's super powerful. And then all of a sudden I think that just got wasted.
that
And
was,
then
it was this. That was like. Okay, there was Megazord, Dragon Zord battle mode, Mega Dragon Zord, which was that, and then Ultra Zord, which was
all of them.
Ultra Dragon Zord.
Okay.
And that's why I messed with Power Rangers back then because
I ain't mad at that. Power Rangers was awesome. I was mad when YTV got rid of it because a bunch of kids couldn't tell the difference between a TV show and real life and beat up some kid by the train track.
You know some
And the rest
bumpkin
of
kids
us
in
had to
Ontario too.
Yeah. And the rest of us couldn't get a TV show because these folks can't. Their parents didn't teach them the difference between television and real life.
Yo, what kills me though, you know what they put on replacement of it? Boxmaster.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? This is just as violent.
Yay,
with
Bots
robots.
Faster.
It's just because
I'll
Power
take it.
Rangers had that rep at that point.
They're
That
like,
was-
up next, Sailor Moon. I'm like, this is not
Yeah,
better.
yeah. 100. All those shows.
Didn't that person die in that girl's arms?
Yo, there was a sidebar part. I'm gonna go with a quick little thing. I was showing my girl Sailor Moon because she loved the show, but she didn't know. Like, you know the iconic episode where they go and face Cream Barrel and she offs all of them.
Oh yeah.
Danny never saw that episode.
Oh really?
So I showed her. She's like, "What do you mean they all die?" I'm just like, you didn't see this? I'm just like, you need to watch this.
Yeah.
Wait, how did they come back?
Oh, they just
Reincarnated or whatever,
Reincarnated.
and they don't remember anything that
nobody
happened.
like the second,
magic. Yeah,
yeah.
magic girl.
No one, but like Cream Barrel kills them.
Yeah.
Like kills them.
Did you get the like uncut version or did you get like the old school white?
No, old school YTV with the like.
Oh no, you got to get the uncut.
I don't want to see the uncut
With the
version.
blood?
I don't want to see. Like, I don't need to see
Oh my
uncut
gosh.
Sailor Moon. And,
I don't need to see the blood
man.
and the.
That's some serious stuff going down, man.
Hey, but then it's still like moon person powers.
Yeah. No. It's not gore. It's not gore, but they get beaten up and stuff like that.
Nah, I'm cool.
That's one thing about anime. They are okay with showing teens getting the
batted up,
not like
beat out of them.
Sadly, not anymore. Back in the day, yes.
Sadly, I mean, thankfully, we don't need to see.
Well, like now it's like you have to buy the DVDs to get the uncut version.
Said sadly.
I know, right? Well, sadly, the children are bleeding out.
Well, think about it this way: like all the Don Bluth movies you saw as a kid, like they're not talking down to you. They're like, "Yo, bad stuff happens, man."
I'm okay with that, but
imagine that the fact that Five Goes West is teaching you about the pogroms in Russia.
Yeah.
To kids.
I mean, that stuff's deep and it's dope. I'm just saying, do we need to see people bleeding out of their faces dying on the side of a road?
I'm not saying it's Fist of the North Star and heads are popping, dude. I'm just saying, like, oh no, I got beat up and there's a little bit of...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Calm down.
Calm down.
Some of those animes don't calm down. Don't make it me. There's a whole industry.
No, you're making it seem like, oh, I missed the days of bloodlust.
We're talking about a show that in the unedited cut shows teen girls naked while transforming.
Yeah, stuff like that. Stuff like that could be cut out.
No, I don't think not.
They were actually naked.
No, didn't they show that? No,
I went and found it. Okay.
Did you find the fake one? Did you find the fake one?
The fake one? What are you talking about?
Venus 5.
No,
Why do you know that? Because we don't even know what you're talking about.
No, the worst part.
I have never heard of Venus 5.
Yes, you have.
Yes, you have.
I really haven't. What
you know,
guys,
Proto Man.
I've heard Ninja Scroll. I don't know what Venus 5 is.
It's weird. It's weird that he brought that up because I know that you watched that on your own will. I saw Venus 5, Ice Storm 98 at my cousin's house, and they were showing me Tenchi Moyu. They showed me Venus 5 is a spoof on Sailor Moon.
But it's like a hentai.
Yeah.
It's hentai to a grim, like it's.
Because I remember Proto Man said
it's all about them schoolgirls.
Because I remember Proto Man said they would trick the girls to watch it. Like, oh, this is the real uncut Sailor Moon. Here, watch this. And just add them Venus 5.
They would trick girls into. Yo, Venus 5. Shouts to Proto Man. Venus 5 had girls getting raped in it.
Oh no.
Trying to find their special sailor sign by licking and touching them.
Terrible.
So
terrible.
This was a fun DTD.
High school. Are we still doing DTD?
I don't even know what this is anymore.
The whole DTD went sideways from the beginning.
Why is it always on my turn?
I don't know, man. I don't know what you're doing, man.
You brought up Venus 5. You look. What the fuck?
I just said Venus 5. I left it on the table and I walked away, and then everyone was like, "What is that?"
Did you leave it on the table with a used tissue too?
No, I didn't.
So in View the Right Thing, in View the Right Thing this week, Doc is going to be talking about Anon, which is a film that came out recently and is available on Netflix. If you guys have had the chance to see it, it stars Amanda Seyfried and our boy Clive Owen.
He's still around, cool.
And it's directed by Andrew Nichols, who did In Time. And you can kind of see his style in there. You see his style. So for those of you who have seen In Time with Justin Timberlake and Amanda, is it Seyfried? Am I pronouncing her name right?
Amanda Seyfried.
Seyfried, thank you. So the whole premise of this one, if you guys have watched Black Mirror, you know how there's that first, I think, is it the first episode where you have in your eye there's always something recording, and you can recall your memories and everything. So this movie, same premise. It actually looks, funny enough, Skinny. I've been playing recently Watch Dog. It's the design of it is done exactly like Watch Dogs.
Like you're like the hacking on screen graphics.
Yeah, like you're walking down the street and there's squares around people with their name and their jobs, their age.
Shoot, what is that?
And it's like a box around them, and it's legit like that. So I was like, oh, it's so funny. He must have played Watch Dog.
AR? What's it called again?
Augmented reality.
Yeah, there we go.
So there's an augmented reality, which is true over your eye, just like in the game Watch Dog. And everyone you see identifies. There are people who are ghosts, who when you see them, it says unknown error. So this guy, Clive Owen, is a cop in this world. Now when anyone commits a crime, because you can recall everything, you can tap into someone's mind and pull up their whole history. Nothing is locked. You can trade information with people. Like if I like see a movie, I could pretty much just transfer that movie to your head because you just see it as if I watched it, and you see it and hear it. It's really weird, but
it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's a crazy concept.
Very crazy concept.
Yeah. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because it's not like in Black Mirror. In Black Mirror, you can kind of just run through, and you have that weird thing over your eye where it's the lens is like running through everything that happened. This one it's legit. Like at one point, Clive is talking to his partner, and he tells he's like trying to describe to the partner, "I saw someone on the street. She said unknown error. I don't know who she is. I don't like that we're seeing more of these." So the partner's just like, send me the image, and he goes like, he just turns his head and starts like blinking. And then they show you, just like in Watch Dogs, it kind of goes into the net and it's like squares, and it shows you file numbers being transferred to each other, like through the different system. Right. And then the other guy's just like, cool.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah. And then the next day, the girl's file's missing, and that's when they start to wonder, who is this girl? How is she able to erase? Because if people erase things from your mind, you don't even notice unless you try to recall that memory.
Oh, wow.
That's the other thing that's messed up.
Oh, snap.
It's not like you get notified that someone just tried to wipe something from your memory. You just don't know it's gone until you try and recall it. And stuff like that is what draws attention. Because, like 10 people witness something, and all of a sudden those 10 people can't see it anymore. That's alarming. Because it's like, who wiped all the memories, the history, I should say. Because it's not a memory anymore. It's just a file history. Who wiped the history? Yeah. So the whole movie's like that. And it's really crazy.
Or a series?
It's a movie. It's a movie. It's maybe an hour 40 minutes. I think it's
just about.
Yeah, a very interesting take. I think the characters make some really flawed decisions. Because I watch so much television, as soon as I saw certain actors, I automatically knew who the bad guy was.
Is Sean Bean in this? Is he dead?
No. No, but it's one of those things where, like, when you watch Law and Order and like actor X shows up, you're like, that's the murderer. That dude's been on every show as a bad guy.
You've been
a murderer. I've seen you on CSI,
Question.
NCS.
Does Questlove show up as a cadaver?
No.
What's the point?
But I'm just saying, like, as soon as I saw certain actors in it, I was just like, okay, well, this person's going to do this and this person's going to do that. That's my one thing. Typecasting in Hollywood has gotten to a point where, like, actors are so typecast that as soon as you see them in a movie, you can pretty much figure out who's going to be doing what in the movie. And that kind of stuff.
That guy was a good guy.
Yeah, that's the one thing.
They have the murder face or the hero face.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. That's the perfect way to describe it.
When was the last time Willem Dafoe was a good guy in anything?
In what's it called? John Wick.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, he's a murderer. He's an assassin, but he's actually a good guy.
Yeah, that's true.
His face is just evil.
I know, but he was actually a good guy.
You expecting him to like
always be evil?
I know,
to be like that.
Yeah,
and then wasn't Boondock Saints? He was a good guy technically.
Yeah, but I mean, he said the last one. John Wick would be the last one that I saw.
He paid for it.
Did you guys see the second Boondock Saints, by the way?
No, I never saw it.
The second one.
You saw Boondock Saints too?
No, I heard it wasn't that good though. That's what I was hearing.
They should have just left it.
Well, because I know
Daryl should have stuck with The Walking Dead.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Because I know the director's been trying to do it.
Yeah, he did the sequel after The Walking Dead has started.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Well, because I think the director been trying to do it, the second one, for the longest time, and then like finally got it. And
also his star was big, so
his star is big too. It's like your dude is like coming back to do a movie.
Yeah,
you want to come back and respect.
That's fair. Okay, yeah. So that's I'm recommending people check out Anon because I think it's a really interesting concept. And if you've played Watchdog, it's almost like watching the police department in the Watchdog universe try and solve a case.
There's an S at the end of that dog.
Watchdogs. Yes. Sorry.
I'm just saying. I don't work for them no more.
That's fair. Okay. It's like when I say Subways and people are like, there's no S on Subways.
You smack those people in the face. Like, don't correct me.
I'm like, okay. I mean, you know where I get my sandwich from. So.
Wait, Akil, you getting smacked? Getting smacked.
I like how you're so,
you got too much lip on you
about the swear words there, Doc.
I know. I'm trying to not try.
I listen back to some of our podcasts and I'm like, oh, this guy's legit bleeping out his F words.
Yeah, every once in a while.
We want kids to listen, kind of.
Yeah.
Except for when they talk about, Anyways.
Okay.
Speaking of which,
Skinny. Well, actually, I wanted Skinny go first because I feel like what he's going to talk about is going to lead to a very long conversation.
Pretty much it
is. Oh boy! All right. Well, I'm talking about season 2, episode 9 of Atlanta. For anyone who saw it this week,
I didn't get to see it.
Well, you should because it's called For Us By Us, so obviously it's based something to do with FUBU.
Yeah.
This episode. Oh man. Okay, so everyone thought last week's episode is the episode of the season.
Yeah.
This is the episode of the season.
Man.
This is the episode of the season. No. This one is because it does.
The director's dope though.
It takes place as Earn is 12.
Oh, so it is a flashback.
It's a flashback episode
cool.
of how you see Earn and Paperboy really kind of get close.
Okay.
So Earn is at the thrift store. I don't want to ruin it for
Quick
you.
question: they're blood cousins, right? It's not just
they're
like
blood cousins.
Okay,
Yeah, they're blood cousins.
Because sometimes the way they
the aunt is but you don't see you see Paperboy's mom in this episode.
Oh, cool. Okay.
But you don't know what happened to her after.
Okay, yeah.
So, Ern's at a thrift store, gets a FUBU shirt. He goes in school the next day. He's like, "Oh snap! Look who got a FUBU shirt." Da, da, da. He's like, "Oh, but wait, this kid's got a FUBU shirt too. One of y'all is fake."
Oh.
And we've all been through this.
Yeah, that's fair.
As black kids in high school, we've all been through this. I was rocking Tommy design. I didn't know what I was doing.
The fake,
fake Tommy.
Yeah.
Right. I was rocking Tommy design. I had to,
That's true. I had one too, and I didn't know.
Didn't really care.
Because we were kids. We didn't. It's not like you see it. You see like this logo, and you're just like, "Mom, this is like $10. Can I get this one?" And
I don't want to make it like a thing, but there was always be that because I went to Lachine High. There was always be that one white kid that had all the gear. So you'd be like, "That's fake," and you'd be like, "God damn it! Why'd you have to go and blow me up?" So that's where the episode goes, and basically the entire episode is basically Ern trying to prove that his shirt's not fake, and the kid's like, he's like, "Oh no, but yeah, Jerry Lee's gonna be in tomorrow," which is obviously like the Asian kid.
Yeah.
He's like he's gonna be able to tell.
Oh yeah,
we're fake.
mad racist. But
So then Jerry Lee throws his judgment on the shirt, and then you have Paperboy who comes in who geniusly is dressed up as a Boy Scout the entire episode. But he's out here just robbing people, stealing from the whole scene. He's talking to Paperboy. He's just stealing from different lockers that aren't his, and he's just putting stuff in the bag, walking away, whatever. he's
hustle.
He's so good. So he comes over. He's just like, no. He's just like that shirt. He's just like this shirt. Ern's shirt's a real shirt. He's just like, of course Lee would say that this is a fake shirt. He's just like he's in China. It doesn't have to be made in China. It has to be made in Germany. It's like it goes on like that.
Wow.
So then,
interesting.
So then the other kid who we all know he has the real shirt because the FUBU shirts back then, the jerseys at least, you'd have the FUBU on the back, and then you would have the patch right here.
Yeah.
So that would kind of solidify it. Fine. But then the episode takes a twist, and I'm not going to tell you where it goes.
Yeah, that's good. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Leave 'em hanging.
That's perfect.
Leave 'em hanging. No.
That just makes everyone want to watch it now.
Everyone should watch it.
They should watch a whole season, if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because I remember the last time I was like, "Yo, Atlanta's really good," and I'm watching the whole thing, and then I'm like, "I am so far behind."
Yeah.
But I'm definitely gonna watch it.
What episode are you on now?
None. I got
Oh,
a lot
you
of
still
catching up to. I've actually watched a supplemental episode.
None.
I actually watched a supplemental episode called "This Is America," but we'll get to that when we get to that.
That's not a supplemental episode. That has nothing to do with the show.
It felt like it.
Nope.
But you've never watched the show.
You can't say
The show
that.
is sometimes. I saw the first season. The show's
Oh my
really
God.
surreal sometimes.
Yeah, but
Is it
then-
still do
So
that?
you just haven't done.
No, but does the show still do that?
It still does. That.
Yeah. there's a
Okay,
few
where you're like,
episodes.
wait, what?
That
does
weird
still
Michael
do
Jackson
that.
creepy mask episode.
It does a lot of that where you're just like, okay, something creepy is gonna happen, but you just don't know what. And then
One of my favorite scenes is from the first season when he goes to jail.
Oh yeah.
He's sitting there like the waiting area sort of. With,
Yo, that was weird. That was a good.
Was he?
That was a good scene, but that was a crazy interaction.
That's episode 2. Yeah, it's my
Yeah,
favorite
it's
episode.
episode 2. So I'm only 4 episodes in, but I finally started watching it.
Okay.
Into Atlanta.
Oh wait, you're on season 1?
I'm only on. I just started watching it too.
You're waiting until
damn.
you get to
Okay.
club episode.
haven't had
Oh,
time,
the Invisible Lambo.
Don't even do that.
I mean, it's not a secret. They done talk about it all the time. They even reference it back this season.
Yeah, but he's not there yet.
Oh yeah, true. Sorry, man.
Eat the sandwich. Are you gonna take charge? Eat the sandwich.
Oh man.
Oh man. So yeah, really a good episode, and what it ends with is a really really huge social commentary on something that's very apparent right now, and you're kind of like,
Yeah, I gotta watch that. Okay, I gotta watch that.
So yeah, apparently it's next up this week's a season finale. But
Yes, I heard.
How are you gonna end on 11 episodes?
When you're that strong.
What are you even doing?
I know.
Britain's been doing it forever, so whatever.
Oh, I know. If that was 9, so then yeah, they're getting on 10.
10.
I hate them.
It's rough though because it's first of all it came out of nowhere. We didn't expect it.
Yeah.
Remember we all thought
Shadow
it was
drop.
getting delayed. Yeah, that shadow drop was good,
Mm-hmm.
but then you get those 10 half-hour gems, and you're just like, when's the next one? You can't. We don't know how you're so
April
busy,
2019.
Lando.
Keep him wanting more.
April 2019.
Confirmed or
I'm just saying either that or they're gonna pull a Boondocks and come back in 2020.
Oh, jeez.
okay.
I don't
Anyway,
know. Why would you do that? That would literally like take the air out of your like sales.
Well, they almost
Keep
got,
him wanting.
I think they almost did that on purpose when announcing it that it was going to come out in 2019, and then dropping in 2018.
Yeah.
So they might just fake us out again. Who knows? I mean, Childish is just dropping everything.
Yeah, he's so busy.
Yeah.
I love that he said he's gonna. Didn't he say I'm gonna retire?
This is his last album.
Yeah,
this is the last album for sure.
I thought he meant it the last album.
I know that's what I thought too.
Yeah, exactly.
Upcoming was his last.
Okay. I mean, strong.
And somebody just confirmed it too. I think.
Quick, Tobi, do you know you already have what you're talking about? Because if anything, I'd want Jaws to go last.
Oh, no. I mean, I haven't really watched much TV.
No, okay, that's cool.
So, yeah.
So let's jump into it.
I'm catching up on Legion, but we can kind of wait for that to.
Oh yeah. I'm good for waiting that.
Yeah.
JawzD, you want to do the Avengers Infinity War light? Quick,
Yeah.
We'll make this short.
Okay, I liked it a lot.
I didn't even have to make that short.
Really good. Well, I already wasted all my time with Gundam 00 explaining that universe, so I'm sparing everybody the details.
That's fair.
So, Avengers Infinity War light, liked it a lot.
Yeah, good movie.
I like that we got to see where what's his name, Red Skull finally was this whole time.
Yes, that is dope.
Like I pulled one of those.
Yeah, I know. I didn't expect it at all.
Me neither.
He was like the last character I expected to. I thought it was going to be Death. I was really excited. I said that last week.
Also, how do you live so long?
I mean, at this point, he's just a spirit now. No.
So, yeah, I think so. I think
he's dead.
Yeah, I think he's dead. Yeah,
but he's not Death.
That's wild.
Well, yeah,
he is dead, but he's not Death.
Because some people say like there's no death in this storyline or at all, just because of China. China's like, no, you can't do that. So they're like, okay, let's kind of pivot.
That's a thing.
Apparently, yeah, you can't pick. Yeah, apparently. Apparently,
that's what I've heard. I don't know. Japan, they have
don't
suicide forests. I would get people being like, "We don't want to have."
It's a cultural thing.
Yeah,
it's a cultural thing. But
interesting.
If I am correct, I am not going to say.
No. That's fine.
It hasn't come out in the Chinese market yet, right?
It's coming out soon.
They
haven't
released in China.
They did break the records for pre-sale in China, which is
I know it came.
I think this is going to be a 2 billionaire.
I know it came out in South Korea, and South Koreans are clowning the subtitles because it's really bad.
Oh no!
And they're like, "Yo, fire this guy that made these subtitles.
Oh no!
Don't hire him ever again."
It's that bad?
It's
you know
pretty
what?
bad.
Though, that's gonna happen. That happened. Like I've watched so many like foreign films where the English subtitle is just terrible too. So it must not be an easy thing finding someone who's gonna translate everything and not make it sound so like.
Yeah,
goofy.
The thing that drives me crazy is when the closed caption and the subtitle are different. Like if you watch a show and closed caption lines are different and you switch to subtitle and the lines are different. That drove me nuts. Netflix Dark, that's one example where they did that.
Netflix Dark.
But I would take terrible subtitles and caption over horrible voiceovers, which some shows for me have been ruined. Like on Netflix, there's a couple of shows that are released that look good. And then once they start talking, like some German shows.
Yeah, there's a new one that just came out that looks really interesting about a virus.
I think, Rain.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Yeah.
Okay, so it's the worst voiceover acting you'll ever hear in your life. It sounds like an old, like 90s, one of those just one of those terrible white TV, like Canadian high school shows.
The Incredibles.
Oh, like radioactive and stuff.
Right, that kind of like the way they talk, it just sounds like that.
Oh, that so like bad. Really weird, fast line delivery.
Yeah, it's so
I actually know what you're talking about. There's like, do you want fries with that?
Do you want fries with that?
Do you want fries with that? Radioactive. And there was another one, and not to rag on those actors, you're young actors on YTV, and that was the style. But the line delivery was always kind of this like Jerry Lee Lewis style, like. And why are you
over the top?
Yeah. So
it takes you out of it for a show that's supposed to be about this dark virus and whatever. I can't get away from that sound.
That's weird.
So
okay,
I just
sorry.
can't watch it.
Yeah, sorry, JawzD.
To wrap it up, it seems like this movie was more about Thanos and Tony Stark.
Yeah,
definitely Tony Stark is the protagonist of this whole Marvel universe. It feels like.
Some people are saying Thanos is the protagonist of this one.
He's the protagonist of this movie.
Oh, but you said the 19.
I'm saying of the whole movie arc. It's always Tony thinking about the future. Tony is always constantly thinking about the future, worried about the future. He's talking about baby with his girl.
He did see them all die in Age of Ultron.
Yeah. In the comic book, he is a futurist. Yeah. Like his character is all about like I'm not interested in the now. I'm interested in the future.
He's thinking about his legacy. So like he really thinks that he is the mentor for Peter Parker.
Yeah. And his reference to wanting to have a kid with Pepper. Yeah.
And seeing Peter Parker dying and just like that was a good gut punch right there.
Yeah. That was one
thing we didn't actually touch on last episode. we were talking about how like we blamed Quill, where like if he wasn't so stupid.
I still think,
but you notice Thor also had a chance, right?
Yeah, man.
But that whole movie, that whole movie, his ego, his pride was hurt. He was just focused on getting his hammer and his sword to get revenge the whole time. And then you'll notice that he's so close. He's face to face with Thanos. Talk like almost like smug. He could have just finished him off.
He thought he did.
He had the chance to finish him off.
He thought he did, and then he was like,
"Yeah,
you missed."
I see both your sides.
He did it. He wanted him to still be alive to see himself, like to die, like to kind of like.
He was being
I got you now kind of moment.
Yeah, okay, so I agree with you guys. He was being cocky in the moment because he really like hit him and was just like
waiting and watching the pain on his face.
But I do get what JawzD is trying to say. You're saying like, because what you guys are saying that he hit him and wanted to watch him die. JawzD is saying, at least tell me if I'm wrong. You're saying that like he hit him because he thought he had him done, dead to rights.
Yeah.
He was, so you guys are both saying the same thing.
Yeah.
He was still watching him die because he thought he was, he thought he was dead to rights. And he was living in that moment. The problem is Thanos wasn't dead to rights.
I see somebody choke my brother out in front of me and kill a whole planet of my people. I'm not trying to sit there and play and look at him die. I'm cutting his head off.
But also, like, you know, this is a PG-13 movie. I don't think they're going to be showing axes in the face.
Him hacking his neck.
Straight up.
No, he doesn't need more than one swipe with that hammer.
I gotta say though,
it's a CG character.
Yeah,
so
they put a lot of swearing.
He should have hit him because he hits him like in the chest.
Yeah, right in the chest.
Right.
He should have hit him in the chest and then like hit him with lifted it or hit him with lightning. Because as soon as you hit him, electrocute the dude. Like, why do you just
something?
Apparently, we're more brutal killers than Thor.
I mean,
what was I going to say?
It was more like, I told you I'd be back.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
what's even more messed up is that Thor's 3 movies, like, you realize, he lost a lot.
Yeah.
Throughout all those movies.
Peter too. I mean, the people. Someone posted trying to excuse Peter, saying like, "Yo, Peter lost his father, dad. Like his stepfather or whatever father."
Ben. Uncle Ben.
No, not his. Not his. I'm talking about Peter Quill. Sorry.
Okay.
Apologies. Star-Lord lost his. He lost Yondu.
Peter, not expect.
I know. Yeah, that's my bad. I'm sorry, but yes, like Skinny was saying, he lost Yondu. He lost his mom, and he had to kill his own father.
Yeah.
And then he's been on top of that. And he lost Gamora. And people were saying like, well, he's lost so much, you can't blame him for being mad when Gamora's dead. Go ahead. I'll let you take that one.
I was going to say that the whole story arc of Peter Quill is that he's still a man-child. There's a reason that Gamora's like, I don't like you like that. You have to grow up. Like, what the heck is wrong with you?
But he did finally grow up because she did start to care about him.
Yeah.
So he did finally have the qualities, because Gamora wouldn't have trusted him to kill her.
Yeah.
If anything, she would have, I know as much as Drax is supposed to be a silly character, if it came to it, she would have told Drax to do it. Because Drax is the one that would actually, like, if he's holding me, I need you to kill me. As much as Drax would be like, I mean, I don't want to, but I get that.
Yeah,
If you have that information, I'll snap your neck if I have to.
Yeah.
But, she asked Peter because she he would have. True. He probably would have snapped her neck right there and be like, well, let's just take care of this now. I'm not going to risk it. But, Star-Lord on the other hand,
see me coming.
Star-Lord on the other hand is kind of just out there like, he grew, but at the same time he still had that emotional moment.
Yeah.
And it really does bug me because I get that he was upset, but homeboy, they got the gauntlet off. It was off.
Yeah.
It was off his hand.
It would have been a one-movie thing and you would have been pissed.
Either way. I mean, either way I'm pissed because the movie's great.
Wrapping up.
No, and that's why we have something to talk about, because to us there's like, there's a better way out, but to the movie it's like, no, this is how it was supposed to end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's nice to talk about how we want it to end.
Yeah. I mean, the next one's gonna be interesting. Supposedly there's been set photos. They're showing Hawkeye dressed as Ronin. They're showing.
I thought Tony was going to die. I was like, this is how they don't pay him any more money. Oh man, here we go. And then it's like, nope. And I'm like, wow, he still gets a check.
Homeboy got $10 million for his Homecoming movie, like in Spider-Man Homecoming, and he didn't do anything. Spider-Man.
We need to get rid of him.
$10 million for just that movie?
I thought they were going to get rid of him, and they didn't.
I was kind of hoping they'd get rid of him, not necessarily because of the paycheck, but just because Tony's done his arc. I feel like,
multiple arcs.
Yeah, he's done his thing. Like, it's your turn to
hand and all this other stuff.
We all did kind of think that Captain was going to die, though.
I did think Cap. I thought both of them would die, to be honest, or at least one. The fact that neither, I'm like, What the
I
hell?
thought it'd be a changing of the guard.
And then the one we didn't expect.
And the way they gave,
yeah, true. I didn't expect. You could
the
say
way
we
they gave so much screen time and power and ability to Doctor Strange. I was like, oh yeah,
I know
Tony's gone. I actually thought that for a moment, but no, didn't.
I will say this super quick. I do think maybe the second one might have some time travel because
100%.
Because they're showing the on-set photos, and they showed Chris Evans dressed as the first Captain America movie.
Yeah, but they showed that like months ago.
Oh, did they? From the fourth? Okay.
With all of them standing in a rubble, and then Ant-Man's the only new one there.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah,
they already filmed a bit of the second one.
I thought they already filmed the whole second one.
Pretty sure they did.
Avengers 4?
Yeah, I thought they filmed them both together.
They did.
And
they did, but there'll be some reshoots though and stuff.
Oh, like probably. And from a year? Yeah, you got time. They're probably going to make some decisions. So yeah, that's the our Avengers Infinity War light review with JawzD because he didn't get a chance to discuss it last week. And then Childish Gambino just recently released a music video and a single. This track is called This Is America. JawzD wanted to discuss that. So...
Yeah. So I saw the music video over the weekend. He performed this song and Saturday on SNL.
Yeah.
And basically, this music video is super powerful, super political. And
commentary.
You don't see it coming at the beginning because it's like someone comes out playing, like walks to the guitar, starts playing, and it sounds like kind of African.
Yeah, because it's like
yeah, and then you just see kind of. You just see Childish Gambino kind of like dancing to it and then kind of like walking up to him and then all of a sudden the person playing the guitar has a hood over their head and he pulls out a gun out of nowhere and just shoots him in the back and then the beat changes and everything and he looks dead into the camera and starts going with the actual song. And then there's multiple stuff going on in this. There's a choir singing. I think this is the second chorus, so the second verse or so.
Yeah.
And he comes out and he's like dancing alongside of them. And he's like, wait a minute. And then he gets an AK and just mows them all down.
Well, I mean, are you going to make the references though? Or are you?
Well, for that one in particular, I was like, oh, that one's super clear.
But that's a church shooting.
Yeah. Charleston.
Yeah. I mean,
the first one, I was a little bit.
Well, the first one, I don't know. Some people said that was the guy wearing the hood is a reference to black men with hoods being shot, like how Trayvon got shot.
Some people, I've heard someone say that
they thought it was his dad.
Yeah.
It's not his dad.
I would assume not.
I already looked into that one. The flexing that he does at the beginning is some people are saying is a reference to Richard Pryor when Richard Pryor has that picture of him flexing in front of the mirror,
right?
In front of the American flag. Apologies. But yes, then going to what you were saying, that's a Charleston. Yes,
yeah, and that
at least once again, this is all
spec.
Yeah. Because I don't know for a fact. These are just how people are breaking down the video. Which
and
is
interpreting it.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
And a lot of the music video is him dancing with a group of kids. And the way the kids are dressed, it's if your family comes from a very warm area, like West Indies, Third World, whatever, that's the kind of garb they would wear.
Well, it's like the school uniform.
Yeah, it's like a school uniform.
Because it looks like the uniform my mom wore when she was a kid.
So that's what kind of confused me too, where he's saying this is America, but then the kids are dressed more like West Indian, African, or anywhere else that's warm.
Okay.
So I was like,
it was probably one of the quickest and easiest ways to point out that they were school kids.
Yeah, that's fair.
True. So you're watching them do various dances and like having fun and not really paying attention to what's going around them. In the background, bedlam is just happening, just a lot of crazy stuff going on, but like purposely you're focused on the foreground, not the background. It's purposely trying to distract you. And so a lot of people are interpreting that as, all this entertainment that we're doing and that we're enjoying is distracting us from the real problems that are going on in the background, like not even out of reach. Yeah. There's also a next section where you see a cop car that's there. And
the death will ride on the pale white horse.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Some people are saying that's a reference to Revelations.
Yes.
And that hell will follow. The police car following death is supposed to be representative of hell. Interesting. I mean, I don't know, because the police car is there before the horse comes into frame. So it's not as much following as it was just there. But I mean, once again, this is people's interpretations.
Yeah.
One of the first things that he does in the video that some people are finding interesting is, when he does that face and he kind of squints one eye and pops the other eye open.
Yeah, and
some people are saying that's Yeah, Jim Crow and Uncle Ruckus.
He's doing catch a Ruckus.
Yeah, they're saying it's really an Uncle Ruckus style face.
Wow, people really dove for that. For Ruckus.
People
tried to tell me that his pants he's wearing are Confederate pants.
Interesting.
Or like the original Confederate uniform pants.
I feel like here's the thing that happens with videos like this is people start giving it way too much credit than it probably set out to even get.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I mean,
That's
the
what
director,
Hiro. The same guy who directs
does
all the
Atlanta.
episodes.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to
Hiro Murai.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. He is a very good director, but I feel like someone also had the idea for, like, he didn't write the or like storyboard the video. Maybe he did. I don't know. But I feel like Gambino still had a vision. Yeah. They went in, they worked together, they made this. So, I mean, yeah, I agree with what Tobi's saying. A lot of what happens is people are like, this is the most amazing video. Let's rip it apart to figure out every aspect of it. And I'm not saying that they didn't think of this, but I'm one of those people that I really want to hear what they have to say. Like,
and we haven't heard him talk about it at all.
So yeah, that's my thing. Please do a panel. Please do. You don't think they will?
I don't think he will talk about it for a long time.
Gambino or the director?
I think he's gonna literally hold out.
I know.
Because he already doesn't really do interviews.
I know. Yeah,
exactly.
I know.
But when he does do them though, he says speaks genuinely.
He will speak.
It tells you everything. Yeah.
Just when.
I think he will. I don't see why not.
I know, but I see what they're saying. I see what Skinny and JawzD are saying. He really is a type to just like hold it to the chest. It's just like
take it.
Yeah, just like away. This is the art. Enjoy. I'm not gonna. You guys can break it apart, tear it up, rebuild any way you want. By all means, have fun.
Yeah,
I felt like when he in it, he gets on the cars and he starts dancing. That reminds me of like Michael Jackson in Black and White.
Okay,
he totally took that out from
and because he does like the cross
when he starts doing the breakdown.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, it's definitely
like you're trying to show Bruno Mars who's what. I get it. You're trying to show Bruno Mars what's up.
Question: why is SZA in it? Not that I don't mind.
Childish did on Sway.
Sorry.
I was talking at the same time as you.
Childish did on Sway.
That pound cake freestyle from one of the best.
Oh yes, yeah.
I've ever heard. Wow, incredible.
I was just wondering.
Shout that out.
I was wondering why SZA's in it. I mean, not that I mind her, but
some people speculate that this is like a 2-part video, and then her video is continuing.
Cool,
but that's again speculation.
I'm gonna say because Janae Aiko's with what's his name now, so she can't be
Big
in all
Sean.
the video. Yeah, so
I thought they broke up. Anyways, no. That's
they got back together. But Janae Aiko was his go-to. Like, hey, there's a girl that everybody knows, and I hang out with her. Yeah, but we're not doing anything. We're just friends, you know. But I mean,
Now she out there saying, "Boy."
So yeah, now he's got a SZA.
And then the last part of the video is him running
away from people,
scary.
Which is my banner on my Facebook because
that's your banner. His face in the scary.
I love it. That's that Get Out sphere.
I can't even look at that.
So really, terrified. Don't go to my Facebook then because
a lot of people think that's like a reference to the Sunken Place and stuff because he's running away from a mob, but you can barely make out who the mob is, but everyone's just
white people.
Everyone's just like it's white people.
I mean, you could tell. Like if you watch that on your I watched that video on my big 60-inch TV, YouTube 1080 HD.
Scary.
It's white folk. He's running for white folk.
Saw the white People are saying that they only started chasing him after he sparked the joint. I'm almost like that's a reach, but okay.
No, like the camera goes up and then it goes dark. And then he's running.
Then it's like okay, that's a reach. I love the video.
Yeah,
love the video, but I'm gonna come with a very, very, very unpopular opinion.
Oh, okay, hit us.
The song ain't shit without video.
Ooh, interesting.
Watch him perform that on SNL.
I agree. I like Saturday way more.
Like, I understand why he rapped it the way he did.
Yeah.
Because he wants the young kids to still listen to it. If he comes out with, this is America, lyrical, privical, lyrical, nobody's listening to you. But you come with the simple joint, police are gripping
it's attention span.
It's attention span, it's speaking, and it's an ode to the young thugs, the Playboy Cardis, all the boys them that are
Did you see the
now.
ad-libs on the video?
Yeah, he took everybody.
Yeah, 21 Savage, Slim, Sway.
Because even in his
Sway Lee,
what was his acceptance speech? He shouted out the Migos.
Yeah,
because they were in Atlanta, and then boom.
No, he's shouting out basically all the people that he probably listens to and gets his inspiration from, but that won't get the mainstream love from white America.
Yeah.
Right? So this is basically like, I'm gonna rip your style, your flows completely, because Childish doesn't rap like that.
No, I know. I found that interesting.
But haven't a lot of people been doing that? Like
a lot of people have been doing it, but for Childish has never even attempted.
Yeah.
Childish has been Lyrical Miracle.
Yeah.
So Lyrical Miracle, they go to don't catch you slipping up. Like, it's an ode to them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna do this, but also I want the young kids to listen, but I also want people to understand.
I think he also puts them on too. Like, it's not just
200%.
like he's all right, because I remember
he respects them.
Yeah.
Well, the Migos blew up because he shouted them out. So yeah, he
Migos
does.
wouldn't be where they are now.
They wouldn't be on a Katy Perry. They wouldn't be on a
100%.
Katy Perry album.
No, for sure.
I mean, I because as someone who just watches all these songs come in and I have to put them in playlists, for me it's always different. I don't really
watch Bad and Bougie before, like, and then check the rating of Bad and Bougie after he mentioned it.
Yeah,
It
that's
literally
true.
went from
because. Well, no, didn't they also do Versace and then Drake?
Yeah,
did
but
them,
like, that still kept,
but everyone kind of like,
he
oh, well,
mentioned them like at an award show.
it still kept him in nigga land.
I know, but I'm just saying though. I'm just saying like everyone doesn't remember that the Migos did it. All they remember is the Drake remix part, and that's it.
No, they still know that, but they still know that Migos exist. However, that's like talking to your average kids who listen. But I mean, everybody knows Migos now.
Yeah.
Because of that one speech, and this is basically what I guess he's planning to do. Is like, I'm not gonna keep doing this, but these are people you should probably listen to. This is what they're trying to say.
Okay.
This is what they're trying
Passing
to
of the
say in
guard.
their music.
Okay.
Kodak Black in it. On my Kodak.
Black.
Like, it's like, this is what they're trying to say, but you guys don't listen. Because you're saying all they're doing is mumbling. So I'm going to mumble too, but this is what I'm talking about.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
That's a very interesting point. I don't know if I saw it that deep, but
It ain't no mumble rap, and that's why I'm skin deep.
That's fair. Toby, thoughts? Did you have anything else you wanted to add to that?
No.
I know, right? Yeah,
I was kind of.
I know, hard to follow. I think we should.
No. I want one. Come on.
No, we all. JawzD, did you said your piece? Did you feel like you had more?
He has more.
I do think I have more.
I think you got more. You didn't have more?
I
thought
you covered.
Yeah, because the ending is. I feel like Jordan, I see you. All right, so I'm gonna homage you. All right, thanks for my song in your movie, in the intro of the movie.
Oh yes. Jordan Peele. Yes, I did see that. I did recognize that.
So that's what I kind of feel that kind of comes in.
Yeah, that was done. That was well done.
But yeah, man, like the music video is really good, and I think the music video did what? 50
stupidness.
Yeah. Number one
in 2 hours.
It did 5 mil in about 15 hours. And now it's.
I watched it after SNL. After the SNL, it had 400K. When I woke up the next morning, it had 18 million.
Yeah.
So from when I went to sleep at 1 something till the next morning, it got 14 million more views.
The only other thing I'm gonna mention is something I mentioned to Skin Deep at work, which was it feels like after his interview with Charlemagne, and Charlemagne was saying like, oh, he seems like a guy that like only hangs out with white dudes. And they only talk him up, and it just feels like his career after that was him just doing all the black stuff, like just picking up like Atlanta, getting the Han Solo
not
thing,
doing all the black stuff.
Well, I mean,
but now he's like, oh, that's what you think?
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
This is actually who I am.
I didn't iterate it properly. Thank you, Toby. Thank you very much.
We're always just doing the black stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But he was like, oh, really? And then Charlemagne like bigged up the video and everything, so it's just like, oh well.
That's right.
I mean,
this is a guy. Childish. One of his lines was, "I'm hot on my own. Check your tone, check your stance, homie. You don't even like me. You're just trying to get my fans, homie."
Yeah. I gotta say, from the first kid, what Campfire is the first album?
No,
Camp?
No,
he had other stuff.
This is
but not the first official album release, not mixtape stuff, which was still good. But what was the first official album?
Camp.
It is Camp.
Honestly, I hated him at the beginning.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't like him because of the internet. And even that, I was still kind of like,
no, I was enjoying what he was doing.
My thing with it was, and Brandon Calder, shout outs to Brandon, because Brandon and I used to have these conversations, and Brandon was always just like, yo, he's just like, trust me, he's legit. And my thing was when he started, like DJ Cosmo DJ'd for him at Just for Laughs, and told me, he's just like, yeah, he can actually rap. But he was kind of doing like this comedy rap thing, and I was just like, oh, so when he started doing the rap, and it was Childish Gambino, which he got from the Wu-Tang name generator.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, this is more of the joke character, and I never took it seriously.
I thought Freaks and Geeks was annoying.
Yeah.
Like the way he was rapping, I was like, okay.
What?
I thought
That was
Freaks and
actually
Geeks
the
was
first
super
song I
annoying.
heard, and I was like, "Yo, this guy's actually dope."
Yeah, but I was also like, yeah, you can get out of here with your Drake flow. Like,
But that's it.
stop.
I always thought it was a joke at
but
first.
That's true. It wasn't even Drake flow. It was more of a Lil Wayne flow, actually.
Yeah, it was like a dated
yeah.
2008 Lil Wayne flow that Drake stole from Wayne.
So it's funny you mentioned that because from like 2008 and on, he had a couple mixtapes, and on those mixtapes, you can hear him sound like Lil Wayne like crazy.
Yeah.
And I think he's just in the past, like maybe because of the internet.
Yeah.
It's probably when he found his own sound.
And it's funny because,
You know?
I mean, I'll say it. I was like, yo, is he having an existential crisis? Like, I thought that was him going through a like mental break, just a la Kanye. Like, I was just
But
like,
maybe-
because remember he came out with that weird like film.
Oh yeah,
where it's like
Yeah,
him and
yeah.
Abuela, the porn star, and like
Yeah.
all these people are walking around
in
the
like
house.
Hawaii.
And you're like,
Yeah,
I was like,
what's-
what is even what's going on?
And what's even crazier that like I remember Kyle's in that thing as well, and he's like playing his song, he's just jamming out. And he's like, "Who's that girl that's here? What girl?"
Yeah.
he's just jamming out.
Yeah, it was just really
remember
weird. Yeah, it was just really weird stuff.
But I think it just got really enlightened around that time. Something happened.
Yeah,
Something
yeah,
happened.
it must have
Everything
been.
changed.
Probably had
Everything
children.
changed.
Well, he does have his partner, and they do
Maybe.
have a second kid now. But he did
Yeah.
have one kid already.
Something happened.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
something happened.
what was the other thing I said to you? I said like it felt like Ludwig was like, I'm still on that like Black Panther vibe.
I know,
here.
yeah, I
And he was
agree
like,
with
dun, dun, dun. It was like, oh, look, and then just kind of moved
Yeah.
off on that.
I found my Ludwig interview. I
yeah?
interviewed Ludwig after the Childish Gambino show a couple years ago, and I found the interview the other day. So I'll try and edit that and post it at some point.
You know, season 1 Atlanta. You know the part where they're all yeah. All that
Yeah.
part at the beginning of This Is America.
Yeah.
I swear I heard that part in the Justin Bieber episode.
Oh,
You know the ending of it?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
song he's singing as Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
It sounds all happy and stuff. I feel like parts of that beginning part were in that. I
Yeah, we'll have to look it
go
up.
back and
Yeah.
listen to
We'll
that.
have to look
I was
it up.
like, was this guy previewing that
When
song
is this
months
coming
ago?
out on DVD, on Blu-ray, and like so we can get some extras?
Knowing him, he won't.
never, probably
He
never.
yeah,
He
true.
won't.
That's not the type
There's
of show.
a whole TLC creep scene that we saw that
Oh,
should
yeah,
have
yeah.
been in the episode. Why wasn't it in the episode?
Time,
Time.
maybe,
And,
probably.
yeah,
Damn.
Yep.
Okay, but guys, that was our Childish Gambino This Is America commentary. I mean, if you guys want to check out the video, we'll probably post it up
Not
on
all
the website.
mumble rap. They're trying to say
The
something.
longest live we've ever done.
I know, I just left it running.
All right,
Because
Yeah.
we were
Why not?
celebrating the fact that we got number 9, so I wanted
We're number 9.
I mean, you know, just because we've said that we should do one, and then one day we're gonna figure out how to get Tobi on screen,
Yeah.
and then he can start off shirtless and get all the people tuned in, and then take.
Hey,
All
you
the
know
thirst
what?
traps.
You know what? If it's gonna help, I'd do it.
Oh no!
That's Toby shirtless Ojo.
Just paint it on my chest. I got this.
Hilarious.
Oh,
Like
boy.
I got that S on my chest.
But yeah, so guys, I mean, we highly recommend checking out the video. I really do think it's worth it. I think that Gambino and that like you could tell that he's trying to say something.
The insane amount of, I guess, like magazine YouTube channels. They're just like, and here's what the meaning of the music video is.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
a bunch of those are showing up right
Everybody's
now.
trying, yeah.
Everyone's talking about how they've watched it 8 times, 3 times, like watching it multiple times.
It's like a
trying to
combination.
catch everything.
It like, and it's funny too because you know that meme, the Homer meme in the bar where it's like they show you a picture, and it's like Halloween costumes this year, and it's like whatever. I saw someone post one that was like only Avengers and like my Facebook feed is, and it's just Avengers Infinity Wars everywhere.
Someone else wrote another one where it says this only for 6 months.
Yeah,
For the next
someone
6
else
months.
I saw posted that, and then you see like half of them are turning into "This Is America's" video.
Oh.
And I was like, that's funny because it's just the way the internet works. We're all talking about Infinity Wars, and then next week we're talking about "This Is America." And
I found a crazy video that someone made where it's like, this is memes.
yeah.
And so
Oh
it's-
yeah, you posted.
and I posted it up. So it's basically the person playing the guitar that's walking up to the chair is like, this is the meaning of the video. And he sits down and like it's on him on his chest. And then it shows Childish and it says the internet. And so he's walking up to the meme and then all of a sudden he gets the gun and it says memes. And he just shoots the guy.
Oh, God.
So it's just
True.
saying like the memes are ruining the video basically.
I saw someone post as they posted a video. He's like, "This is what we wanted Kanye." He's like, "Childish Gambino is what we wanted Kanye to be," and I'm just like, "Relax, bro."
Yeah. it's there's a whole thing
down,
saying
Neldy.
like, Childish is doing what Kanye.
Yeah,
thinks he
like
did or
come
something.
on,
Okay.
relax.
I think
about
Childish is doing what Childish wanted to do.
Yeah.
How about just stop living through these superstars and think for your goddamn self?
Yeah. And besides, they run in similar circles because Chance was on tour with Childish, and then Kanye gave him the cosign.
Man, the biggest uppercut would have been a Kanye like appearance in this video.
Oh God!
Oh my gosh! I would have been like, yeah, that's right.
Kanye likes the video apparently.
Of course he does.
Oh, yeah.
Watch him be on the remix.
Yo,
Be like,
oh, God.
that would have been so. You know what was so dope is that the running scene at the end was Kanye running.
Oh, okay. Anyways, we shouldn't even start recutting this video because next thing you know,
we done gave him ideas.
That's
steal from
that
us
was
that we're not gonna
crazy.
get
That
credit
was
for.
such a fucking crazy idea right there.
Toby, if you get jacked, don't even get mad, huh? It's happened to me. Marvel owes me money, so Kanye might owe you some.
All right, guys, we're gonna get to the last segment of the show. Geek news and rumors. It's really short. It's really short. Toby, can you double check this one for me while I go on to the first one? Jamie Foxx rumored to be in talks for the role of Spawn. I haven't seen any other updates since we saw it last week.
There was a couple updates from a couple days ago.
Okay, because people were like going crazy. Jamie Foxx might play, and I was like,
why?
I mean,
I was confused.
So here's the thing.
Okay, sorry.
According to the hashtag show.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, he was offered the part.
Okay,
but he hasn't officially agreed to sign anything. It's kind of like one of those things where like the agent probably got a script.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
on their desk and passed it along. So nothing's official. And I'm seeing people already making fan art of what he would look like.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, honestly,
I
can't get the image of Electro out of my head.
True.
So,
I forgot he did that.
I didn't even finish the movie.
Yo, man, he needs an oboe. He needs the oboe to follow him.
He was not that good as Electro.
Yo, it was not good.
I hope.
When they tried to make him nerdy, it was just painful to watch. I was like, yo, this is so poorly done.
Get the oboe in there.
Yeah, you didn't need to give him that weird, slick, Jerry curled hair.
Black Edward Nygma. That's what he looked like. I saw that scene. Well, and that was it.
What confused me about this whole thing was that I remember what's his name, Todd McFarlane was like, okay, I finished the script, and what I want is this to be like a Jaws. Shark movie
where Spawn doesn't talk.
Yeah, Spawn doesn't talk. I'm like, why would Jamie Foxx take a movie where he doesn't talk?
Well, maybe it's better that way that he doesn't talk. Actually,
why would Spawn
he was talk? But he was good in Collateral, and he was not playing Jamie Foxx at
how
Fox
long ago was Collateral?
But still,
my thing is,
you know what? I'll even give him another movie. I'll give him the movie with
Django. He didn't talk.
No, Law-Abiding Citizen, where he wasn't really the action was pulling him. He wasn't pulling the action. Whenever he's not the main one pulling the action, like in Collateral, for example, Tom Cruise was driving that. Yeah. He was just along for the ride. Yeah. So whenever he's like a supporting role, I feel like his acting comes out more. But when he's by himself, he almost overacts.
He goes back to what was it called again? Jamie Foxx show in Living Color, Rock.
Yo, definitely in Living Color. My God, he overacts in Living Color.
It's like, yo, man, a brother would be like this. It's like, well, I'm Michael Mann, and I say, you're not a brother. You're this character on the paper. Yeah, and that's how this character plays this. And he's like, oh, okay.
So,
I mean, I'm not mad at it.
If we get the version that Todd McFarlane, is talking about,
then could be interesting.
Talking might be,
Well, he doesn't really talk much in Django.
No, but I mean, for me, it makes me think of Hugo Weaving in V. Like that was just a mask.
That was an excellent performance.
Yeah. The thing is, and true. For him, the one thing that helped was the voice. That's how he did the acting because he never could see the face. So without the voice and the Spawn face, that seems hard. But I mean, if Jamie has them chops, I'm not mad at it.
I mean, Ray. It's true. I mean, look at Ray. He did. Ray,
he did Ray really well. That's true.
But Ray wasn't really too far from him. But anyway.
No, he wasn't.
Oh yeah. Lethal Weapon may need to recast their Riggs.
That show's getting canceled.
Yeah, I think so too. They had to. So the guy that plays Riggs, the actor,
damn crazy,
is like insane on set.
Oh no!
Supposedly he some people have left the show.
He's
they don't want to work with
Christian Bale
him.
without being Christian Bale.
Yeah.
He's legit the same as his character.
So he's Riggs.
Yeah, he is. He's like loose cannon, very aggressive. He's had to apologize on set. He had to pay out one of the crewmen like half of his salary, some crazy shit because of something that happened. There's tons of insane stories in the back end that are starting to come to light because they had supposedly had to fire. I didn't hear. It didn't sound like it was confirmed, But everyone started saying he's being let go. Fox is scrambling to find a replacement because
replacement for what? The show's over.
They want if they can find a replacement actor. I'm just telling you what they're saying.
I know, but I'm really like,
wow. If they can find a replacement.
Did you read his statement? This is passive aggressive. If I ever read it, you want me to say
go ahead, hit us.
I absolutely love, respect, and care for my crew and cast.
Oh, I did hear this.
Never intentionally jeopardize so many jobs. I am incredibly sorry if my passion for doing good work has ever made anyone feel less than comfortable on our set or feel less than celebrated for their efforts.
Bullshit.
Like, I feel I'm sorry if my passion is why you guys are upset. For doing good work is why you guys are upset.
Just like I'm great right. And it's not my fault y'all can't handle it. It's like, get the fuck out of here with that.
Y'all just haters anyway.
But so Fox's upfront is on Monday is the reason. So next week Monday, Fox is going to be doing their upfront. The upfront is when they announce their lineups. If they can recast him, rumor is that they'll renew the show if they can get a strong enough lead to go up with Damon.
To be Riggs also?
To be the new Riggs to replace him. They'll just recast him. That's the rumor. If they can find someone that's a big enough name.
The third season that they're going into?
Yeah.
Cancel.
I know. I think they should cancel. I agree with you. Cut your losses.
Things for lesser shit.
I know.
Yeah.
You know what?
Cancel.
Seriously.
He's right. How many things has Fox canceled?
Hold on.
He's right.
Is there any high execs at Fox, like TV, moving? If it's all the same people, this show's getting renewed. If there's new execs coming in, that show is getting canceled.
Yeah, that is one of the things.
That's how that usually works.
But I don't know. I mean, I think Skinny's right, though. Fox has canceled shows for less. Why are you guys trying so hard?
For dumbing reasons.
And it's not even like the show is doing that good of numbers for you. Yes, Netflix helped it, but is it doing that well that you need to find another actor to maybe get a third season?
Rush Hour got canceled, right?
Yes.
Canceled this one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But that was on
you know what I started watching that I kind of hate? Limitless is not bad.
We told you.
I told you that.
Yeah.
I watched the pilot and I said it was good. And everyone's like, I don't know.
Look at all you guys right now. Just
hold on, wait.
Y'all dogging
this
me
is
too much.
Full circle. Limitless came out on our first season of doing this show. This is 3 years later, and you're watching the show now.
Has it been that long?
Yeah. We talked about Limitless our first season.
God.
We did the whole.
It's on Netflix, so it's like when I didn't have anything to watch, I was like, let me give this a shot.
Oh, Blind Spot.
Blind Spot. I was like, I'm not feeling Blind Spot.
I liked Blind Spot's first episode, but when the second episode was exactly the pilot, like the exact same structure, the exact same fight in the apartment, and I was like, wait, what? You guys just did that in the pilot. Why would you repeat it in the second episode? And I was just like, this is stupid. Whereas Limitless, the first episode and the second episode, completely different stories,
and it continues from the movie.
And they were building and building and building.
You know, that nurse would be like, say something. See what happens to your day.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
It was a good show. It was a good show.
Yeah. No, it's actually not bad. I'm slowing down how quickly I watch it because I know it's over.
Yeah, unfortunately. But then, what's the other one? $6 Billion Man with our boy, Mr. Beat Asians, Mark Wahlberg out there claiming that he's okay now, he's a good person. But yeah, $6 billion Man. The director Damien Zifron. Yeah, is out as a director. He's gone. He's gone. Okay. So they were saying that there's some problems, there's some disagreements on set and whatnot. So they're going to try and find themselves a new director because they still want to meet their deadline. They're still trying to produce the show and do it within the time frame, which is, to me, if you lose your director, unless you guys are going to do what they did for Solo and get someone like Ron Howard to jump in who has that directing chop and, can come in and do it real quick.
And the closer.
Yeah, exactly. You need the type of director like Whedon, maybe, even though Whedon's kind of weird.
So they're doing $6 billion again.
Well, it's because it's a remake of the show.
Because they did Bionic Woman before.
Bionic Woman on NBC was a dope show. I liked that show
because I remember they did that, and that was the spin-off show. Of $6 billion
yeah, because it was like a continuation later. Yeah. Well, you're talking about. So there's $6 Million Man, then Bionic Woman, back in the 70s and 80s. That's the OG.
Yeah.
But then NBC did
Bionic Woman.
Bionic Woman, like 10 years ago.
Yeah, so that's why I'm surprised.
Katie Sackhoff was in it. Actually, that's one of the reasons she left Battlestar Galactica that first time is because she was the villain on that one.
And now she's on The Flash.
Oh yes, And she's getting her own show.
What?
She's getting a new series on Netflix where she's going to be a doctor in space. I don't know the full details, but yeah, she's getting her own show.
Space
but yeah,
doctor in space.
Yeah,
Space
everyone got excited because they're like, Katie Sackhoff's going back to space, and I was just like, if she's not Starbuck, I don't care because Starbuck was dope.
Space MD.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know why that was so funny.
Cedric the Entertainer is coming back to TV. Welcome to the Neighborhood. This is going to be on CBS. The only reason I brought this up is because Cedric's cool, I guess.
Well, he's on the OG.
Is he on the OG?
I thought, he's like,
okay.
He's like the
Yo, I still haven't watched the
halfway house
OG.
guy.
I'm having trouble
the last OG
acquiring the episodes. So,
Oh, you can't find them?
I mean,
I'll bring them for you.
Okay, we'll have to figure that out because
it's all good.
I was having trouble with that.
Ooh, Damon Wayans Jr. Okay, now I'm
Damon
interested.
Wayans Jr. has an
Now I'm
untitled series that's going to be also coming to CBS. I feel like CBS is really trying to bring back the comedy because, especially black comedies, because they went with Jermaine Fowler for Superior Donuts, and that's doing pretty decent for them.
Okay.
Superior Donuts, what's that?
Superior Donuts is literally a show about a donut shop.
Yeah.
It stars the dude from Taxi, the original Taxi. The first, and the guy who's on Numbers, that same actor.
And then
Hirsch.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
So
but
that dude,
when you see him, you know who he is.
yeah, because you've seen him on everything. He plays the dad in. He plays Goldblum's dad in Independence Day.
Okay.
That too.
Okay, yeah.
There you go. I knew if I gave you a good movie,
And then,
you'd be like, oh yeah, that
the
dude.
voice actress for Leela is in it too.
Wait,
Yes,
how old
yeah.
was that guy in Independence Day?
Super old.
Yeah,
And how old is he now?
Old.
he's playing like an old like donut shop owner who's been around in a neighborhood for like 30 plus years, and he hires Jermaine Fowler, who's this young hip black kid who, you know, CBS version of hip black kid who comes in and helps him turn the shop into something hot.
Yeah.
Because he starts telling him like, yo, you got to get what these hipsters want, so you got to try these cool new donuts. And yeah, they start doing some interesting stuff. I haven't watched the show all that much, but
I've
one of
seen
my
bits
buddies,
and pieces
yeah,
of
I've
it.
seen a few episodes, and one of my buddies says, because he watches TV shows not because he likes them, but just because he says it's not too annoying. You know, sometimes you just have a show playing in the background while you're doing other stuff. He says Superior Donut's one of the best for that because you don't pay full attention, but the one-liners hit you and they're really good. He says Superior Donut's fun for that.
It's got punchlines.
Yeah, CBS has been really trying. I feel like CBS is trying with the black comedies, especially if they're going to be bringing Wayans Jr. and Cedric the Entertainer.
True. What channel?
CBS.
What network was Black famous on or White famous on?
Showtime. Yeah.
It got canceled, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
that was cable. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because I thought that was fun.
Watch?
But they got to end off the show, which was nice.
Hey.
I think that's
Yeah, it got canceled,
Pam?
and they got to end the series. Like they ended it. They ended the
No,
story.
but you had to end this. I'm trying to remember. How did they get to end it?
Well, because the
I didn't
ending
even
is that he decides he's not going to go on tour. He's going to raise his kid, and the girlfriend's going to go on tour. So they kind of just wrap up the story with like, I'm going to be a dad now, and I'm going to do stand up, and then the girl's going to go on tour to try and launch her career.
Oh man, I missed that episode. I'm gonna go back.
Oh, sorry, man. I feel, but I mean that's.
No, I don't care. I don't care about
they
the story.
kind
I'm
of
still gonna watch.
they wrapped it up nicely enough that if it never had another season, it's still okay. Like it's not that bad. So, and then the last we're gonna finish it off real quick. Walmart leaked unannounced video game titles. I thought this one would be something that you gaming geeks would appreciate because I don't know any of these titles, and I don't know the importance of them.
spoilers for E3, people.
Yeah, that's what people have been saying.
Exactly.
So Just Cause 4, Splinter Cell,
We knew they were working on
Dragon
Splinter
Quest
Cell.
2, Lego DC Villains, Borderlands 3's Rage
Yeah, I already
2.
know about Rage 2.
Rage 2 even posted on their Twitter a picture from the screen cap saying, hey, that's the wrong artwork. Like, making fun of it. Like,
That's
so,
good.
At
You might
least,
as well.
at least if you're gonna leak it,
Yeah.
leak the
Ran
run.
right into it.
Gears of War 5. Supposedly, Forza Horizon is going to be 4, not 5. Some people were saying because they were like getting really
They
upset.
didn't want the Splinter Cell to come out, that's for sure.
Oh,
Because
okay.
they just dropped the fact that Homeboy was still alive in a recent Ghost
Yeah.
Recon mission.
Oh.
So that was the whole thing that they brought the main character back for the Ghost Recon like DLC.
Oh, cool.
So which means they probably didn't want they probably weren't going to announce that for a long time.
Well, E3 is coming up June 12th to the 14th in Los Angeles, and a lot of people are saying these are mostly the titles that were going to get announced at E3. And supposedly there's a long history of E3 titles getting like leaked
Debunked.
before anyways.
Yeah.
Because every time, like, it's so hard to keep secrets because everyone wants to know.
This time it was Walmart Canada.
Yeah, Walmart Canada. Shout out to Walmart Canada for net up so bad that
and never stocking your shelf.
That's true. You guys are out here, spoiling this stuff, but then you won't even have the games when we go into the store.
Forget game. Anyway.
What's the last two things we had?
Let me go check in the back for you. Oh, I'm sorry. It looks like we don't have any in stock. You just told me you had 9 boxes in stock. Now you're trying to tell me to check an end out because your punk ass boss is literally taking all the figures and selling them on a secondary market. You Walmart.
Yo,
yeah.
Skinny, are you playing? Do you still play your PS4?
Yeah.
I play.
What do you play?
On my PS4, right now I'm playing Far Cry 5 and Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, I'm playing Watch Dog 1.
Yeah, on PS3.
On PS4.
Oh, even grosser.
Yeah.
Why are you doing
You
that?
should just jump into the second one.
Yeah.
You can play the black dude.
I will get the second
You
one.
don't need to play
Guys,
the
I
second
paid
one.
$10 for it. That's
no.
why.
Oh no, you actually pay for it.
You got-
It was $10.
You got gypped. You're playing the.
Oh, so now you won't edit
Yeah.
the fuck. Anyways, last one.
And the last one, Comcast isn't giving up on 21st Century Fox assets.
Okay.
Which, but Bob Iger not worried about Comcast bid. I feel like...
Why would they be?
Well,
Why would-
okay,
what's the
I would say this. The reason I'm saying they should be a little bit worried is you and I are doing a business transaction,
Yeah.
right? And I tell you, I'm going to give you $50 worth of something.
Yeah.
It could increase in value. It could decrease in value.
Yeah.
Homeboy shows up, JawzD, and says, I'm going to give you $60 cash right now.
Right now.
Which one are you taking?
I understand.
Yeah, but that's that whole
Guys,
thing
$8
of like
billion more in cash on delivery
Understood.
in your hands versus $52 billion in stock options. Just because the stock's doing well doesn't mean it will do well forever. That's all I'm saying.
I understand.
it'll do well long enough for it to recoup more than that in about 5 years.
There you go.
I'm saying
It's like,
yes.
why are you waiting? Well, it's anyway. I think the deal is still fine.
I know. Bob
Because they
Iger
know
said
what
he
the
does.
long-term returns
Dude,
are.
when he was talking to Julia Borton from CNBC, and she's like asking him questions, like full on, like, yo, if they come with 60 billion to the table and all you put up was 52, are you willing to put more in? And Bob Iger's just like, don't worry about it. And I was like,
Oh,
yo.
I like that.
He's
about
pretty much saying, don't worry about it. Like, I'm not going to comment on what they're going to do, but don't worry about it. Murdoch and all of them are legit interested in our offer. We don't have to worry about it.
You can have this lovely washer and dryer set, or you can trade it all for what's
behind
in the box.
Yeah, but I mean, that box has $60 billion in it. I'm just saying, if I'm an investor and you're telling me I can get cash money $60 billion,
So if Comcast gets it, that means.
Well,
Disney
in this scenario, Comcast is the washer and dryer. I think, right?
oh yeah, I guess so.
Jaws.
I guess. Well,
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I
Because the
guess so.
52 is what's in
yeah,
the box.
It's everything.
You
Exactly.
never know. Yeah.
So Comcast
Yeah.
gets it, and they would get what?
Well, okay, here's the thing. If Comcast was to do it, if there actually were to outbid for the Fox stuff, they would get the 21st Century Fox Sky assets and something else.
But not.
From what it sounds like, they're actually trying to outbid. Because originally what it was, Comcast was trying to outbid Fox for the leftovers of the Sky assets. Now it looks like Comcast is outright trying to get the 21st Century
they
Fox
really
assets.
want it.
Yeah. And they're offering
And
$60 billion.
Do what with?
Comcast is Universal, NBC Universal.
Yeah.
There's a huge company. What do you?
No, I'm just saying.
They-
But
they-
to do what with it?
Sky's in the UK, right?
Yeah,
Sky's UK, or is it all Europe?
In general, to do what with it? Make money.
Will they know what they have?
Yes.
No,
Comcast
they
has
won't know
more
They
money.
won't know what to do with it.
Guys,
That's what I'm asking.
Comcast has a bigger value than Disney for a
No,
reason.
yes,
They know
yes.
what they're doing.
Yes.
Yes.
I think we're just invested in this as comic book geeks.
I know,
we want
and
to
that's
know
what I'm
what they're
saying.
going to
And
do.
I
That's the only
100%.
part.
Here's what I'm telling you. What I think will happen, Comcast, if Bob Iger can't pony up the rest to outbid Comcast, and the AT&T thing goes through with Turner Time Warner, because that's what they're waiting to see. Because if Time Warner's thing gets approved on the state side legally, everything's all good, then Comcast can jump in with that $60 billion offer, cold cash. Here you go.
Right.
They would be willing to sell certain assets to Disney because they're not valuable to them. It wouldn't
Right.
make.
That's what I originally said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They wouldn't have. Yes, you did say that the first time. There's not as much value for them to keep certain assets, knowing full well that the other half can make so much more money. And if anything, Comcast is smart enough to know, sell these assets to Disney, let Disney make the money. Mind you,
So I'm not worried.
One problem though.
Don't Universal still own Hulk? Or
Yes,
something?
they do still.
Yeah,
own
but
Hulk.
Universal is super play. Like
They're smart that way.
They're just like,
But I will point out one thing. People are eventually going to go after Disney.
Yeah.
Because Disney is like all the movies that have been coming out lately have done horribly compared because Avengers Infinity War, $114 million on their second weekend. The closest movie, second place, for $12.4 million.
Yeah.
If you can make $102 million on top of somebody from first to second, everyone's not going to sit back and say, cool, let the big kids play. Because you can't even release movies anymore in the theaters in hope of making it.
But then come up good movies
true.
then.
I know, but I'm saying it's hard
know.
to come in a good movie when you have 19 movie history and everyone's waiting for a finale.
I'm still waiting for that Universal Dark series.
Oh, that's dead.
I know.
So you're just,
But
such a jerk.
I know, but it's just the problem is that Disney's doing it well, more so well. They do have some duds, but
agree.
it doesn't like the good outweighs the duds right now.
But their duds are like box office successes.
Yeah,
like Tomorrowland.
So it's not like even a dud.
Oh, that's what you're. I think you're talking about Disney in general.
I'm thinking about all of Disney, all the stuff that they do.
And
but they
what
have.
Did you say failed last?
Tomorrowland.
Well, A Wrinkle in Time didn't do well.
Yeah,
it didn't do anywhere near as well as they thought. But again, Disney shot themselves in the foot because they released it against Black Panther.
Everything's gonna look really bad next to Black Panther.
Yeah, I don't understand. That's the one thing. That's my one concern with what Disney's doing and how everyone else is going to react. Disney is making money by releasing all these movies, doing super well. You barely have to use a marketing budget, but they still put tons of money behind all this stuff. They own ABC, so every time they do a movie, they get all the cast to show up and do
Jimmy Kimmel,
which turns into viral videos. You have the whole machine running for you. But monopolies in business, I mean, we all did economics in high school. Monopolies in business, it strongholds and strangles business. They're going to eventually start to own the cinematic industry. Who else is going to be competing with them when on your second weekend you still make $102 million on top of the second place?
Let the rich white man worry about it.
That's right. They own your childhood. All your childhood.
All I'm going to say, Disney, is I feel no shame when I bootleg your movies sometimes. Right now, I'm telling you.
You shouldn't feel any shame when you bootleg anything.
Don't
feel no shame. Any nigga getting out here paying $10 million an episode, $50 million of this, that, whatever, bootleg the shit out of it.
Brian, you wouldn't steal a car, would you? I would if I could download one.
Yeah.
If I could download the 3D printing structure for a car and print one out, yes, I'm stealing a car. Y'all right.
I'll take forever.
In a heartbeat.
You're gonna pay some schmuck $10 million for an hour type thing, and I get out of here. I can barely pay my bills, and we got Tony Stark out here making $10 million for an hour, not even a couple lines.
Couple lines in Spider-Man Homecoming.
I'm downloading it all. Sorry, Disney. Sorry, Stanley.
So if you guys have been tuned in,
I've seen Infinity War.
You started what?
I've seen it about 4 times already. Infinity War.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
How many times did you pay at the theater?
I didn't pay for it.
Oh no!
Wait, are you watching the same cab version where there's like a dude's head at the bottom left of the screen?
That for like out here like that.
I was gonna be like, you're breaking up. I can't. And then all of a sudden, like the House of Mouse logo comes up.
Oh, they done come after us.
I just said I didn't pay for it.
They done come after us. They came after our Facebook page for that mean tweets, Jimmy Kimmel mean tweets. They made us take it down.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, they actually made us remove it.
Yeah, they're coming after us hard these days.
I know. That's like the third time they were like challenging one of our posts.
It's like, no, we're helping you. No,
I know, right?
You're stealing our stuff.
It's like I go to every other page on Facebook and all these videos are up. I post one. All of a sudden, I'm getting a cease and desist. Calm down.
Oh, it'd be funny. It's like, no, we listen to your podcast. Take that down.
Yeah. We're just the number 9 podcast in Montreal. That's all I'm saying.
We heard what you said. Not cool. When Hill's talking about our mistakes.
We done.
We're done.
That's the show.
Peace.
It's a little long, but it was fun. So you guys that have been tuned in on the live, this is what it looks like when we do the whole show. We have a lot of fun. We rag on each other. We act a little crazy, but we have a good time. Skinny, you want to tell the people anything?
Get your money, black man.
Yes.
No, don't follow with that. Just get your money, black.
Get your money.
Tobes, what do you want to tell the people?
Follow me on Instagram at that fit dude.
Pretty simple, pretty straightforward.
I train folks. I post their training sessions once in a while, so you can maybe get some knowledge on that fitness tip.
All right,
JawzD.
That's it.
Transformers Slag on YouTube, Geeking Out at the Tower podcast, GOATT.com, and catch me on JawzD, JawzD with a Z, on Twitter.
There we go. And the last thing, guys, we're going to be at Retro Expo Montreal 2018, Infinity Montreal. It's going to be at the Delta Hotel downtown, 475 Avenue President Kennedy. It's the 13th, May 13th, Sunday, Mother's Day, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. We're going to be doing some podcasts. We're going to do a few some sit down, talk to some people. We're going to work that out in the next few days. We're also going to be, I don't know, are you guys selling stuff? I'm selling stuff for the first time. I don't know. No? Am I selling anything?
I don't know.
I didn't know if you were. Okay, yeah.
I have Creo, the whole Creo Transformer series. All of it must go. And I also have the Construct Bots. All of it must go. And then I have some other random figurines and stuff that I've had around the house that I don't really have much use for, and I'd be more than happy to let it find a home, Toy Story style. Let some other kid enjoy it and take it home and give it a second life. So
that's nice.
So I have some things, and I'm gonna probably figure out a deal, something like if you follow us on Instagram or Facebook, you get a discount. We're gonna have to work something out like that.
That's nice, because then they could just unfollow us after that.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see how I'm gonna work that.
If you want.
If you really want, if you want to get the discount like that, but I feel like our product is worth it. So just saying.
Sounds like a lot of effort to take us off.
Yeah, right? It's like you got to go in, you got to go out. Forget it. You might as well just join us and be done with, be happy. So that's the whole show. Check us out. FranklinArmstrong.com is the website. Geektastic Cypher is the podcast. And you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at @AStrongFranklin. You can follow us on Vero at Franklin Armstrong Collective. And you can hit us up on YouTube, where we release the episodes on Monday. And that is under tinyurl.com/Franklin Armstrong DOTCOM. And Franklin Armstrong DOTCOM is also our page on Facebook. So just go to facebook.com and type in Franklin Armstrong DOTCOM. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's the whole show. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll be back next week.
Yeah.
And don't forget this Sunday, so check out the website. We're going to be posting up. We're going to be live. It's all going to be on the website. So check out FranklinArmstrong.com repeatedly. And we'll also have it on the Facebook. We out. Peace.
This is America.
And I actually really got to believe.